I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
All right, party people, happy Friday. Welcome back to the Tony Denaro and Massalorian show on a crappy week in Wall Street. Hope you guys I hope you guys are I hope your Friday evening is going better than your Friday day went. Holy shit. God dang. How you doing, Mass?
Good, T. How are you?
I'm doing swell, other than March is turning out much like I feared, like we've been talking about for the past several months. That all the shit was going to hit the fan by March. It's starting to look that way.
Did you hear people throwing around the idea of 60 days till a market crash? Did you hear that hashtag flying around today?
I did not see that hashtag, no. But it
seems a little presumptuous to me.
Could be 2 weeks, my friend.
That's right.
I was getting ahead of myself last week. I was getting a little too optimistic. I was like, well, maybe I rushed it by saying the market's going to crash by end of March. Maybe I should just give myself a little wiggle room and extend it till July 1st. But I still might be right on March.
Could be. Yep. They're talking maybe we'll be at 6.25% for interest rates by the end of the summer, like a whole nother percentage point higher, possibly.
Could be.
I wish we could talk more about cutting spending, because unfortunately, I think I heard today that what did we create? 311,000 jobs last month. So the job market is still scorching red hot. How much though people from not working after COVID, right? People who walked away from the workplace forever. I think the numbers are kind of deceiving. So that concerns me that the Fed isn't kind of reacting to the things that we all know that happened since 2020, since the pandemic. People just, either going at a part-time or working from home. I mean, a million different scenarios have changed, right? With the job market. So to claim something like that.
That was that's why I selected on my video on, what was it, Tuesday, from the Senate testimony. I selected 2 clips, and one of them was the senator from, where the heck was she from? Alabama, Tennessee, one of those. Senator Britt, isn't that her name? Anyway, she was like, do you think
Tennessee,
that
Marsha Blackburn?
No, it was Britt. I think it was Britt. Anyway, she said, do you think that, she was a Republican, Mass. She said, do you think that maybe if some people got back in the job force, that could help things out? I know where she was going. Like, can we stop encouraging people to stay home?
Stop with the bullshit.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, let's say hi to some folks, guys. Get your drinks. It's Friday night. You're an adult. You're not out drinking and driving. You're sitting at home. Let's have some fun. Oh man, we got a bunch of hot topics to talk about tonight, and we'll try and have a little fun along the way, and answer your questions pretty much about whatever you want to talk about. It is open mic.
Except the vote.
So why can't we talk about the vote?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, is there a vote coming up?
Can you imagine if we just shut down that kind of conversation?
Yuka Frita, what's up? Let's see who else I got. Channel members here. Yuka, Anya, blazing in the house. Who else? Subscribers, Jeff, Scott, Trevor, David, Navron the Great, Andrew, good evening. Miss Stylist, is Tony still putting his makeup on? I had my computer had a reboot issue about 3 minutes before I was ready to come on tonight. So such is life. Sorry for making you wait a couple minutes. Benjamin, Stephen, another Stephen, just another ape. Stephen just got back from watching 65 and Scream 6. All right. I want to hear, do you want me to send you an invite, Stephen, so you can tell us about the movies? Let me know in the
let's
chat.
hear.
Owning the float. In fact, I'm just going to send it to him. When you do your hellos, I'm gonna send it to him. Let me finish seeing who else we got here. Easter Beast, Christopher, Diana, Aron. All right, I have not read any of the comments yet, guys. So let me get Stephen his invite in case he wants to come on. He has that option. Massalorian, I'll let you say hello to some folks real quick.
Sure. All right. So I see here, I just looked her up. Britt from Alabama. It's Wesley Britt's wife. Got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anya, we got Miss Tahiti. Diana Guest, good evening. Goat, Norvon, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Owning the Float, Andrew. Tenny Time, what's going on, man? We got Yuka. I said Miss Tahiti, good evening. Miss Gloria. Eighth Blazing does stuff. Am I going back over yours again? I probably am. All right, let's see. Aaron Miller, Arthur Martin, Ziggy 780, Floyd, Jennifer Moffett, Mark Roach. Anya, we got Edward. Good evening. I'm a professional. David DeVisto, Backyard Boogie, and Jay Beebs and Alan Kaminsky. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Prometheus, what's going on, man? Meath.
Mark says, Tony, thank you for the truth video about TRKA float. Man, guys, I tell you what, this has been a stressful week. I'm not shitting you. There was like a reason that I only covered TRKA in my Discord because number one, I don't want to be making videos on penny stocks, especially pumping people up about them because they're fucking risky as hell. I was cheering everybody along that was making money on it, whether they were in my Discord, on Teddy's channel, on anybody's channel. If you were making money in the past month on that, I'm right there with you, step by step. But then when a filing comes out from the company, what I did tell my guys in the Discord though, weeks ago, back in February 21st, is that I know from looking at the filings, there's something fishy going on with this company. In fact, I think that's the exact words I used. Something fishy. I don't know what it is yet, but the totality of the filings, I do not have a good feeling. Let's wait and let it reveal itself. So play this one cautiously, take profits. That was my guidance. I told them a bunch of other DD stuff. It's not important, but that was the guidance. And then we got that filing this week showing that the float had been updated. I was like, aha, that is fucking it. That's why they canceled the S1 because they didn't need it. It was all a setup. And retail fell for it again. Everybody pile in, load the boat, burn the boat, burn the boats, everybody all in. Same fucking setup happens in play after play. And I was like, I got to at least, I got to get this out of my Discord because people were still thinking that the short interest was sky high and it's safe to buy on the way down after it's coming down from 99 cents. Keep on loading the boat, build more boats. I was like, no, guys.
Build more boats.
Build more boats.
Build more boats to load more boats.
Stop. Your boat has a fucking cannonball in the side of it. There is a filing here saying the float is just been increased from 69 million to 344 million. That's all I did. I put out a tweet and a post on my community tab. And boy, man, the fucking...
They came at you.
The hate, Tony Denaro, shill, he always wants to be right. Guys, I don't fucking care about being right. I want you to not lose money. I knew I was going to take hate for days. And I said, give it till Friday for the brokers to update. Man, I just got bombarded all week. It's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to take the hate from the people who, this is their first year trading and they don't really care about reading filings, but there is a reason I care. And the reason that I share that info so that you aren't stuck in a trade when everyone else is piling out in pre-market. Anyways,
think
that's all I want to say about that.
I think you've been making that point pretty clear for, I don't know, last
for
6 to 12 months. I mean, at least, right?
Every
Preaching.
ticker, there's like the 2 or 3 haters that cheerlead hating on me, and then all their little followers, like they never fucking learn. I am just trying to help.
Yeah.
I stay out of y'all's business while you're making your money, but when the when the totality of the evidence says you're missing a key factor here, I feel obligated. I have a lot of people asking me about that play in my live streams and my Discord. I don't want to make videos about this shit. I honestly don't. But sometimes you got to step in.
By the way, T, did I tell you earlier that John Wicksnipen's video came up across my screen? And he was just talking about new tickers, and he's not gonna get any more at bad times or areas. He's taking maybe somewhat of a break from YouTube. And it's unfortunate I hate to see that kind of stuff happen. You know what I mean? Like someone come in and get mauled.
Was he in that play?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh man, I saw that Teddy was in it.
Yeah.
And, I sent Teddy a few messages, but I think he wasn't checking Twitter this week. So we didn't catch up really till today. So he was. I got the
same problem.
We were talking about 10x today. There's
okay.
10X.
So yeah, we never finished that conversation. Do you want to fill in about that or anything that you wanted to add? I know we didn't elaborate.
I guess there was some debate. I have not really looked into 10x much. I knew people were playing it. Of course, people have been asking me about it for days. And it's the same old thing. The short interest is really low. I'm not really sure why people are interested in the play, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not here to cast judgment on anyone. But I guess today there came up a debate about what is the actual float, and some people were thinking it was 2 million, and some people were thinking it was 8 to 10 million. So I did spend a couple hours today reading through the filings. There's a lot of legalese reading through these guys and trying to make sure that you're giving the correct info. But the float is somewhere around 9 to 10 million, the free float. There was a lockup agreement, which is called a leak. What's it called? A leak out. It's another. It's not uncommon, but it's not as common as a lockup agreement.
What is it?
When they did they did a share offering and increased the float back in February, and this leak out agreement allows the the buyer of the shares to leak out some shares up to, I think it was 25% of the daily volume. They're not completely locked up, in other words. So they've been able to sell their shares since February 7th, just at it's like a drip instead of a complete lockup.
Like quantitative easing?
So I think it's safe to assume that the float is 8 to 10 million, not 2. And Dilution Tracker also has it at just over 10 million. Webull says 8 point something, but it's not 2 million. That I'm pretty confident of.
Okay. It's at least 4 or 5 times what it's being posted.
And by the way, guys, this company just did a 1-for-20 reverse split. So while you're trading in this 50-cent stock, keep in mind let's say it was a 60-cent stock. What would that be, Massalorian? I've been up too many nights. 3 cents, right?
You said 60?
Yeah.
Yes, 60, I believe you're right.
60 divided by 20. It's a 3 cent
about
stock.
3. Yeah.
But I mean, what is the price of 10x today? TENX. 10x is trading at 56 cents. So you're trading in a 3 cent stock, guys. It was 3 cents in January. I mean, it wasn't really, but I mean, it ran up and then it came back down. So just keep that in mind as you're having fun with this one. I'm not gonna bash 10x, but you should read through the filings and look through the history if you're gonna be in it for more than a day or so.
You think it could pump back up to 79 cents again?
Oh, I don't know, maybe. Anything can happen in a cheap stock like this with a low float. Still a low float, right? 10 million shares is a low float. You could easily run it up. And there are warrants, I think, at around $2.25 exercise price. And if you get over that, then they could increase the float to about 32 million. So that's all I'm going to say at this point on 10x.
Johnny, we're just sideline watchers, bro. We don't advise anyone to buy any stocks.
Yeah,
I try to stay away from that.
I get people asking me all the time, what price would you buy this at? I was like,
what are you selling AMC?
I cannot give you financial advice. And I certainly am not going to be making videos saying everybody.
I don't want to have to come back and pull my channel down 6 months from now because I did something that's foolish. And, now I've got to worry about it. Although I do that on a daily basis anyways.
Yeah, if I'm in a play, I will tell you I'm in a play, but I try not to make pump videos for plays. Thor Bladed, what's up? When the Great Depression, then potential AMC MOAS. Thank you, sir. Owning the float says taking profits is paramount. That is a key tenet on this channel. Always be taking profits. Yes.
Especially in this market. I mean, we're not going to see those runners that you saw back in before, they started pumping money into the economy. We're not going to see those run-ups again. That's just, those days are over for now, at least.
Yep. Let's see what else. Someone said, can I interpret the filing on the 200 million shares and the new 8Ks? I've been telling the guys in my Discord, these Form 4s, if it's a simple Form 4, like calls or puts or executive awards where they're converting RSUs and selling shares or whatever, I can interpret those. I'm a little bit less comfortable sharing my assumptions on a Form 4 that has total return swaps on it, just because that is a little more complicated. And that doesn't mean that I don't have assumptions about what is going on, but I don't like giving out incorrect information. And rather than tell you something, even if I think I'm correct, I still am fearful that there is a high probability that I might not understand the complexity of all of Antara's moves here, other than I know that they're trying to make a profit as many ways as they can, up and down, in both AMC and APE, and they're having to hedge for some risk of owning all this fucking APE shares that they have with the uncertainty of the lawsuit. So if you keep those two things in mind, they're hedging their risk and they're trying to make profits along the way, because they might end up being a bag holder on an APE, depending on what happens with this lawsuit, right?
I actually didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
that second part there, that latter part, yeah.
So I just think I keep those things in mind, and at this point, guys, and if I can find someone who knows exactly, and I don't mean a YouTuber or somebody on Twitter, if I can find a investment professional who can tell me, yep, your assumption on that Form 4 was correct on that total return swap. You exactly figured out what they're doing and what their intent is. Until I can find that, I'm not going to comment on Form 4s that involve total return swaps, because it would not fail that I would tell you, oh, they're doing this because they think it's going to go over $6.25. And then you guys all go buy calls, and I had it completely wrong. Like, I don't fucking know. So if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. And right now, I don't feel comfortable enough that I would be correct. So I'll beg forgiveness on that.
I saw someone in the comments say that AMC will not. Who is it? Norvon the Great said AMC will not run until we have a market rally. Ah, shit! I just lost it. Hold on. AMC. I don't think a market crash will help us. The shorts will be making bank on the failing market. So, I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, all right. So, what positives can you take out of the market right now? Like, okay, if you're looking towards the future, let's just take AMC out of the equation right now. Just say you got $500, you want to invest it somewhere right now, not in AMC or APE, right? Let's just say you want something that's a lot less risky right now with this market. There's going to be a ton of opportunities coming up in the future. It seems like to me, like the market's going to be wide open for people who want to hustle and take advantage of hard times right now.
You guys know, if you've been listening in, I've been buying and looking at both identifying and buying blue chip stocks in this market this year. I've traded in and out of Amazon on that massive dip that they had, Tesla, Meta. I've already sold some of those for massive gains on the recent run-ups. And now, like, for example, I'm waiting for Tesla to come back down if there's another market rout. So that is mostly what I'm doing this year. I'm not looking to add a bunch of risk with this market uncertainty. I'm fine with slowing down my trades, taking a beat, stacking cash, waiting to pounce when the moment is right, not being caught loading up stuff right before the next rug pull of the entire market. So,
which is probably on the horizon.
Yeah. So for those of you that are wanting a shit ton of trading ideas, my trading idea is identify excellent blue chip stocks that have a long history of, profits and increasing share price, and wait for those key moments like what we just had on Meta, Tesla, and Amazon. Just 3 of many that we talk about. There's ideas galore in our Discord.
Yeah.
Yes, we look at day trades and momentum trades. We talk about those too, but you got to get in and out of those guys. And I'm not going to be pumping those. We talk about them, but I'm not going to be pumping them.
This is you, John. He said he went to Walmart to get his bag of popcorn. He was going to take a dump in it, but they didn't have any.
Yeah, I just saw a tweet from Aron that this week, I just thought, like literally before we came on, Mass, this week only 550 Walmart will have the popcorn, which is news to me, because I thought it was
me too.
I thought it was 2,000 out of the 4,000 locations would have it. So
no, that's not till mid-April.
Okay.
Mid-April, they'll have it 2,600. Yeah.
Okay. So this week it's 500, 550 or so. I did find it today, by the way. I did find it. I got it right here.
Oh, shit. You did find it. You did? Yeah. Wow.
I got a bunch of, you probably can't see it, but I got a bunch of them back there.
Yeah, I can see them. You can see them.
And no, I have not tried them yet. So I don't know if I'm going to do a taste testing against competitor products, or if I don't know. We'll see. But I found them, but unfortunately they weren't at any Walmart close to me. I had to drive 20 minutes to go fucking buy a bag of popcorn. Very irritating.
Yeah, you could live in Portland. It's going to take you an hour now. Be thankful. How, like, can you grab, do you not want to show the bag right now, or I just wanted to,
I
might put it back up? Yeah, please.
Yeah. You want to see my bags?
Yeah, please.
I got regular, I got extra butter, and the lightly salted. What is it that
what
you
is
want
it?
to see?
8 ounces? What is it? 8 ounces?
It says all right, 5.2.
5.2. Okay. I'm curious to know what a typical bag of popcorn is.
I looked at all the competitor products. It's comparable in size.
It is. Okay. Okay.
Fucking I lit my microphone thing on.
I was gonna say, is your filament on fire?
That's a first.
Holy shit!
Call the fire department. Tony's on fire.
That would not be good.
We are on fire tonight.
Tony's a bag holder with a fire mic.
So I bought 2 of the extra butter, 2 of the classic, and 1 light salt because my wife, she's not going to eat the light salt one.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna try to find it tomorrow. I tried tonight. I told you that I tried to go back there, right? And the lady from receiving grabbed me. Is
Yeah.
Sorry, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for the AMC caps, end caps. She's like, oh, they're not out yet. They probably won't be out till tomorrow. So if they do have them at that one, if not, I'm gonna try to drive around and see if I can find them somewhere. So maybe we could do that tomorrow night, either like taste test or something fun.
I went in the Walmart. It's like a super Walmart, regular Walmart and grocery store.
Mhm.
And I walked down the main aisle of the grocery store. All the aisles are to my right. To the left is clothing. And I get to the snack aisle and there's no end cap. And I go down the aisle and it's just loaded with popcorn, right? Microwave,
Mhm.
bagged, flavored with Oreos and Reese's Pieces, everything you can think of. I had to walk all the way to the far end cap to find the AMC popcorn, which is kind of disappointing to me because I had to walk past everybody else's product to find the one I was looking for.
Okay, because were you coming from the center of the store, like the center?
From the
Okay,
center of the store. But if you were
That's not
shopping
good.
for meat or produce, if you were on the
You'd go
other
buy it.
side, you would have seen the end cap right there.
Right.
So it just depends on which direction you're coming in, if the end cap is effective or not. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Okay.
If
Yeah,
you were
that's
shopping for
I can see
produce
that
and
situation.
shopping for produce and you look over, oh, look at all this beautiful AMC popcorn. In that case, it's fine.
Yep. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm interested to see if it's on the end cap facing the center of the store because you got it's probably 5 to 10 times the amount of foot traffic. Being on that other end cap.
Steven, I'm going to try and send you an invite one more time so you can talk to us about movies. See if that works. Yeah, we'll see if it sells. When I went, it looked like they had just put it out. The end cap was completely full. And I'll go back and check it in a couple days and see if it's selling at all. I will let y'all know, and I'll also update you on taste and stuff. Although it's kind of hard to mess up popcorn. If they mess this up, I'd be pretty surprised. It's supposed to be their area of expertise.
Yeah, right. Say? Yeah. I was gonna say, should we? There he is. I was gonna say we should. Oh no, man, I forgot now.
Hey guys,
what's up, Esteban?
How are you guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
You went to see some movies. Both of those were on my list to go see today, and I got all caught up trying to stay caught up in what the hell was going on with Silicon Valley Bank, which we can talk about in a few minutes. But first, tell us about, you saw the movies, what, Smile 25 and that prehistoric future one called 69 Me or something like that?
69?
65.
Oh, 65 and I owe you 4. Okay.
65 and then I saw Scream right after it. Scream 6.
What Scream number are we up to now?
6.
Oh, only 6.
And final.
But
final.
I have a lot to say about it. So
all right. Tell us the good news or the bad news. What you got?
Okay, so 65 was really good. If you like Adam Driver, it was very entertaining. It kind of reminded me of like Turok, like a dinosaur survival movie. Really good to pass the time. But the real good one was Scream. And I'm gonna go on a limb here. Yeah, for the people who have seen Scream, this is the best Scream since the original. And I'm a huge horror fan. And it's extremely, they amped everything up. The stabbings are crazy, the violence, just everything about it is pretty nuts, and it's worth seeing. But the real reason you guys should see, because we're all invested in AMC, is that the movie only cost $30 million to make. So this is a prime way for AMC to make some real money, and it's got a ton of hype, and I highly recommend it. 8 out of 10, Tony, from me.
All right. I'm gonna.
How was your theater? How was your theater, Steve? Was it pretty packed for?
Oh,
time
definitely,
of
yeah.
day?
Dolby Cinema, and every seat was taken. So, and because I beat Tony in the paper trading contest, Blazin sent me a $50 gift card. So I went all out. I got like 4 flatbread pizzas. It was like 40. 3
really?
hot dogs. Yeah, just went all out. They looked at me like I was crazy.
Very nice. Yeah, Steven
Cool.
did beat me in the paper trade contest because I shorted 2 stocks. This is paper trading contest. And I was like, I'm going to use this contest as an opportunity to try out my hand at shorting since I've never really done it. Key mistake, guys. Always have a fucking stop loss. I always talk about it on your long trades. You know, when you're riding a runner up, have a trailing stop loss so that when it comes down, you can lock in those profits.
Well, when you're short, it's a buy limit.
I forgot to set a buy limit, and right after I shorted a stock at $9, it ran up to 80. It ran from 2 to 8, and I shorted it, and then it ran to like $80. I was like, well, it took me 20 days to unwind that trade in a 30-day contest. I was underwater for 20 days.
You got blown out.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I still made money by the end of the month in the contest, right? I increased my account about 15% in 30 days. But I was blown out. I was negative thousands of dollars for the first 20 days.
You get margin called in the real world.
I had to make all that money I had to make all that profit in the last 10 days.
Man.
Yeah.
Massalorian, I got to ask you a quick question.
Go.
Are you going to see Adam Aron in Boston?
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I want.
Yeah, but I mean, but again, I as far as what kind of information I'm going to extract from him, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm going to get anything more spicy than Tony or KC did or anyone else, right?
I think, well, I didn't ask him any spicy questions, and I don't think KC did either.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't want to be the first one, right?
There's been a lot of people asking him tough questions. I've been trying to feature them on some of my videos. There's been people asking some hard hitting questions, and he answers every one. So,
yep.
Did you hear that Mediocre wants to meet you in Boston for the screening if possible?
No, but I would do that.
Yeah.
No, but I would do that. Yeah, 100%.
You guys need to link up, share, trade info. So, Steven, you said 65 is like Turok. I remember that game. Was it a movie also?
No, it wasn't a movie, but it's pretty much the same thing, but it's very good. It's a very emotional, high action. It's not like a typical dinosaur movie. It's fairly brutal, similar to like Cocaine Bear. Did you guys see that?
Yes, hilarious.
How funny. It's like that. Like the killings are very like up front, So yeah, it's entertaining. It's
all right.
So I recommend it.
I was gonna say on Smile, I'm not a super huge fan of the franchise because it just gets so repetitive and overdone. But the previews that I saw for this one actually made me say, I'm going to go watch this one. Like, it looked pretty good. So it's good for me to hear that you enjoyed it and that it was good.
You talking about Smile or 65?
Not Smile, Scream. Sorry.
Scream. Oh, yes. Yes.
How much do you know of the OG cast came back? Sorry, T. Was it a lot?
Courtney Cox is there as Gail Weathers.
Okay.
Sydney Prescott is not there.
Neve Campbell's character?
She's not there. No.
Okay.
But the movie did not suffer because of that. They did a very good job, Mass. I can't wait to hear what you think about it.
Who do you know who the director was by any chance? I'm just curious.
Not offhand, but
okay.
He did very good.
Yeah, it's one of my it's probably my most favorite horror franchise, I would think, just because when I think that was like the first, I think that might have been the first date horror movie I went on. I think that, so I kind of got whisked up in that whole thing, right?
You're gonna be happy.
But yeah,
like
the first one was good. So if you're saying it's this close,
That's-
then I'm probably gonna like it.
There's an argument to be made that it's in the top 3 for sure. For sure.
All right.
Hey, Massalorian, this
very
comment
amped up, you know.
this comment on the screen, Mass. Since you're up in that area, what happened to your buddy Al?
I was gonna mention that. I don't know. It's a good question. Your guess is as good as mine. I just find it as his timing is just impeccable. I must say.
He disappeared like a week ago or something.
Yes, that's what I heard. Like I said, I'm just catching up on this because you guys know I don't watch Al. So me finding out that he was MIA was a little bit of a shocker. But it doesn't concern me because everyone else is making 6 or 5 videos a day. So there's plenty of material out there. I don't think anyone's missing out without Al around. I think we'll be okay. I think his timing is very strange. It always is, though.
Al is tied up in a legal case right now. Yeah, I bet he is tied up in a legal case called Allegheny versus AMC.
Yeah,
would not surprise me if he helped write that thing. It looks like it was written by a kindergartner.
If it does go further, I really do want to go down to Allegheny. I would like to see and hear what's going on down there. I just don't know if it's going to get that far.
No, I don't think so either.
Blue Sky says Al's angry when Adam Aron announced the merger vote. I mean, a lot of people were angry when he announced the vote, but they didn't delete their channels. There's something else going on. He has a conflict of interest or something that made him wipe all of his stuff from the internet.
Well, if he was tied up in a legal case, then that might be stipulation for a lawyer to take you for you to hire an attorney, right? They might say, we don't want any social media, get rid of all that stuff, right?
Yep.
So that would make sense.
Man, I really needed that Bloomberg terminal. Now that he's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do.
You can still get that. It's at the library at Bentley. You can go right up there and use it. I promise. I got 3 of them.
All right, let's talk Silicon Valley Bank real quick. First, we had Silvergate, then it rolled into the second bank, Silvergate being the crypto bank, and now we have Silicon Valley Bank being, as far as I know, the largest bank that handles startups both in the tech and pharma industries. I'll do a more detailed video on this tomorrow, but I know Bigums is probably going to be talking about phase 6 and all that. That I'm not going that direction with tonight's little blurb or my video tomorrow. But they were highly leveraged in one specific or 2 specific types of clients. And when they were flush with cash a couple years ago, they also bought a lot of bonds at low interest rates. And then, you know, what happens when the Fed starts raising interest rates, the value of those bonds go down. They had these long-term bonds with low rates. And if you can go buy bonds at a higher rate, well, whoever's holding lower yield bonds watches the value of their bonds go down. So that they started losing balance in their balance sheet. And then you add in the inflation and the economy and all that. These high-tech firms weren't making as many deposits because no venture capital giving them money. And then some of them start losing money. So, we need to do some withdrawals to pay the payroll. This banks was highly leveraged, and their balance sheet started getting out of whack. And then they're like, oh, shit. First, the CEO in January said, let me go ahead and execute a personal sale of all of my shares. Did you know that happened?
Jesus.
No.
Yeah, he sold a bunch of shares in January. They've known this is coming, I have no doubt. First time he sold shares in over a year. About the time that some of the short sellers were noticing the inconsistencies on the balance sheet. And anyways, they this week just kind of did the reveal. Oh, by the way, guys, United States of America shareholders, we're going to have to raise some money. And we had two options. It was either sell all these long-term bonds at a severe discount, or we could sell some convertible shares or do an equity raise. And people did not like hearing that they were struggling for liquidity and they needed to raise cash. So that's when this thing started unraveling yesterday. And then on top of that, all week, big bank advisors of folks that had money at that bank at Silicon Valley started saying, if you got $1 million or 10 million at Silicon Valley, you're only insured to 250,000.
Yep.
Get your fucking money out. Get your money out now. Ask questions later. That started the run on the bank, and then it was just there was no containing it at that point.
So my concern is this going to be an isolated incident, or
that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow in tomorrow's video. And it's going to take probably the weekend for the bank is going to reopen under receivership with the FDIC on Monday, by the way, so people can still continue trying to get their money out, whatever they had insured by the FDIC. But I think this bank is done. They were over leveraged. That's what got them in this boat. The question, Massalorian, like you asked, is who else is over leveraged out there? We've already seen two dominoes. What else is going on out there?
Can you believe that the CEO is on the Fed board? I mean, how ridiculous is that?
The CEO of that bank?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Becker. Yeah. So, again, guy in a position of power with failed ideas. I don't understand how these people are getting in these positions with wielding all this power and their failures. It's nuts.
We'll see if it has a cascading effect. I mean, I think it would happen fairly quickly if it actually did, but there's no.
If it does, watch out below.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch out below.
Exactly.
So I'll go more in depth with some graphics and stuff for anybody who wasn't watching tonight, and I'm not going to make it a long, boring video. And I'm not. There is the thing to take away from all of this is the risk is not fully understood yet. I don't believe Janet Yellen or anybody when they say everything's fine. There are bigger banks have.
We're screwed.
Yeah, bigger banks do have more diverse clients, so it might be okay. But how things have been the past couple of years. There's a lot of people that have been loading up on risk. If we're lucky,
especially in fintech.
Yeah, if we're lucky, it was just contained to these two like high-tech fintech type banks, Silvergate and Silicon Valley, but there's no guarantee. Oh, the other ramification is all of the companies like Roku and others that had their deposits at Silicon Valley Bank. Now they could potentially be out a lot of their own liquidity permanently.
Right. They don't have access to that capital anymore, right?
And they may never get it back. So there could be...
So that would be even worse.
There could be some extended fallout, ripple effect through high tech and pharma.
Yeah, and Tony, listen, Jim Cramer said, don't worry about it. We're fine. The banks are fine. Everything's fine.
You're good then. We're good then. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I am a little nervous about that. Seeing that all go down today I'm not going to lie, it's a little nerve-wracking, right?
Yep.
It definitely has whispers of 08, for sure. Right? I mean, didn't you get that feeling just a little bit?
Mass, if this next week, if everyone comes out and said everything's fine, then it's going to feel like 08.
I know. Yeah.
We got to wait for the mainstream media to try and calm it down,
Well, they've been waving the flag for and blowing the horn for a year. I mean, it's not like the mainstream media hasn't been professing the dire consequences of the economic, the state of the economy right now. I really can't blame them. I just don't know how much of it on the surface is, I understand that the market was overinflated, right? There was a ton of money that was pumped into the market. Most of that's been sucked out right now. Yeah, we have, I guess, a little more room where we could retrace, but at some point there's going to be some damn good buying opportunities. If you can work your ass off and put some money together on stocks for the long term, companies that you believe in.
With good balance sheets and healthy
Right.
financials.
Right.
In
I
bear
mean,
markets, you want to look for the healthy financials,
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, we took it. We are in a big risk with the AMC play, right? Because of the debt. And, I said on the community page this morning, I'm like, man, when we had all that opportunity back then in 2021, hindsight is 2020, but I feel like back then maybe we should have made sure the balance sheets were fucking locked up and golden before we went running around, talking about short squeeze.
Well, Mass, it felt like it, right? Because in 2021, I believe we had $2 billion in the bank. So it felt like, hey, we got a lot.
Yeah,
of
we
cash
did. That's right.
hand.
We raised that. We did have that money. Yeah, I guess you're right. We did have that
we
$2 billion,
did feel
right? But
like
I mean,
we
that
were
went
good.
quick.
Yeah, we were
That
good.
goes
but we
quick
didn't
when you
realize
have
how
negative
quick it
quarters.
went. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
When you're burning cash.
What other topics you working on, Massalorian? I heard you were working on a video for tonight.
Yeah, I've been working on a video. That's why we were kind of late. Tony was trying to cover for me, I think. I'm working on a video about the 40,000 hours of tape that was released, but just really one thing specifically about the whole story, and that's the guy with the horns there, and how he had his constitutional rights stripped, basically, because the attorneys were not given any exculpatory evidence from all of that footage of him walking around escorted by goddamn police officers.
I was
and he's
yelling
doing a
about
4-year
that.
bid for that.
I was yelling about that on a live stream the other night. Like the police were literally escorting him around the property for an hour, opening doors for him. And now he's in jail for 4 or 5 years. Like, how is this right? How is this right?
It's not.
He was made an example of, and it's not right. But
it was a political lynching.
I just don't want to compromise my platform by getting into politics, or I will go down a rabbit hole. You want to talk politics and the shaman in DC, come here to Austin. We'll have a beer and barbecue, and I'll bend your ear off. But
Tony, did you hear about the town that Elon Musk wants to build outside of Austin?
I did not. What's he trying to do?
Snailbrook. It's a separate town right outside of Austin. He wants to build just for his employees.
Sounds like a factory in China.
Yeah. Your Gigafactory is done, T, right?
Yeah.
The one in Austin?
Yeah, it's down by our airport.
And they're not doing Cybertrucks out of that location, right?
I think they are.
Are they?
By the way, a couple of other topics. Speaking of Cybertrucks, I reached out to another EV truck company this week. I gave a little teaser about it on Twitter and my community tab. The company ticker is HYLN. If you guys are wanting to know one of the new tickers that I'm going to be talking about, this is one that I'm spending. It's going to take me a good week minimum to do the deep dive on this ticker. Because I got years of financials to go through. I'm trying to get a factory tour, meet the product development team. They're located here in Austin, so I have that luxury of getting to meet them, and also see if I can do a vehicle ride along or a demo. This is a semi truck, electric, but they have what they call battery extender technology. It's not just a pure battery truck. So they have what is it? Liquid LNG. Is that what it's called?
Natural gas.
Yeah, they have either natural gas or a diesel generator on board, where the engine would be. They take existing trucks like a Freightliner, and they put this generator in where the engine would be, to convert either the diesel or the natural gas to fuel the generator, which keeps the batteries topped off. It's kind of an ingenious solution, because then you don't need to go build this massive infrastructure to charge 750 kilowatt hour batteries.
Yeah. Highly on.
Hyliion, yeah. People were asking me about it a year ago. I did not talk about it. I said, I'm not going to talk about Hyliion a year ago. The financials were too poor. The company was trading at $12 to $15 at that time. And they were very early in their product roadmap. But now they're a year down the road on the product roadmap. The stock is trading for $2.
Mm-hmm.
And they have vehicles built and being tested with fleet customers here in Texas that I'm also going to go talk to. And they've been doing winter trials up in Canada. So I think there may be some early opportunity here, but it still will be a speculative play because they're not in full production.
Tony, that actually reminds me because there's a company called Canoe. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Walmart partnered with Canoe, and it's pretty much the same thing. Electric vehicle trucks that I believe there's 4,500 that Walmart has in their inventory. Very similar. So if the company you're talking about gets a partnership, that would be huge.
Yeah, they right now I know of 2 companies here within maybe an hour drive of me that are testing. Each of them have outfitted part of their fleet with multiple of these trucks. And so I'm going to go talk to them also. I mean, when I do a deep dive, we're talking, if I have the opportunity to meet actual people using the products, I'm going to do it. So it won't just be look at the financials. So stay tuned for that because I really want to cover every single company in the EV space. It's just, I get so stuck doing AMC stuff because so many people have questions. I can't ever peel away and give you guys the other content that you deserve. But, I think the time's coming where we'll be able to spend more time on other tickers and bring you some more new and exciting plays that you can get in early and hold for the long term.
Tony, you don't need to do a deep dive. Just get the short interest, get the cost to borrow, and go to town.
Tony, just look at the daily short volume, and that's all you need. I mean, if it's over 55%, it's a slam dunk.
There you go. Stock Twits comment section. You're good to go. You're locked in.
I can't do that in good faith to people, guys. I don't. My channel is not that channel. If all you want is short interest, and that's all you need to buy a ticker, there's plenty of other channels to do that. And I say good luck to you. Puff Bear, what's up? Spy puts. This is a great week for spy puts, Puff Bear. Thank you, my friend, for helping keep
very generous.
The light bills paid. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Puff Bear.
What else were we going to talk about? Speaking of short exempt volume, I have a guest scheduled. I've got a couple of exciting guests coming up. I told you that I was going to bring on a professor and attorney who covers corporate law and has done a lot of content specific to fiduciary duty. This was a promised follow-on to the talk I had last week with Markets with May. Neither one of us are attorneys, but we're bringing one on. And so I have made contact with him. We're supposed to have a phone call today to set a date and time for next week, but I guess he got busy because that phone call didn't happen. So I'll hook up with him this weekend. Really, the question is, just to say it in a nutshell, May and I and in the audience last weekend had a great talk, but really the question that I want to hear an attorney answer, someone who's not in any play, someone that has no emotional bias, someone that has tried cases and taught and read case law. When we say fiduciary duty means that a executive has to make choices for the benefit of the company and its shareholders. Now, what does that mean?
Plus MOAS?
Now, there are a set of people that would say, fuck the company. It says shareholders. Now give me my goddamn MOAS.
Is MOAS included in fiduciary duty?
There are literally people that will ignore the part about the company and say he only needs to take care of me. No matter what, fucking bankrupt the company, MOAS tomorrow, bitch, or I'm out. You can go to bankruptcy.
Yep.
So just want someone that's not emotionally involved in the play. This attorney has nothing to do with us or any play that we're in. My view on it is the executives have a fiduciary duty to the company to make sure it does not go bankrupt, and by extension to the shareholders to make sure your investment doesn't go to zero. They're going to do the best choices they can for the company. Now that I get it, that is a completely different interpretation than what some of you want to hear. Those of you that say, let the company go bankrupt, the CEO must have a duty to me and me only. So
That's how you blow up your YouTube channel right there.
Well, I don't know. You mean the people saying mo ass or bust?
Yep. And Tony, I just want to say Blazen's in the chat. Blazen, I want to say thank you for hosting your paper trading contest. That was really awesome of you, man. Keep doing the good work.
The other guest that I have coming on Wednesday, thank you, Blazen, too, by the way, even though I didn't win. It was a great learning experience. I won
You won some knowledge.
I won a lot of knowledge, and it didn't cost me anything out of my pocket. The other guest I have coming on Wednesday night is a industry veteran, and he specializes. I found him by researching people that again are not part of this movement. They have no emotional bias in any of our plays, and he talks about daily short interest. Why is that important to me? Because on Twitter every day I see people posting, look at the daily short volume on GTII. That is proof. I tell you that there's 300 million naked shorts.
Damn.
Is it proof of 300 million naked shorts, or are you making a big leap there, buddy? Well, how dare you question him, Tony? How dare you? How dare you, sir, question him? Are you from New York, Tony? You have no right to question him. You're not from New York, sir. I mean, literally, that's what they say. You can't question him. You're not from New York. That don't mean jack shit, guys. I can smell bullshit. At least I think it's bullshit. But I'm going to bring the gentleman on that has nothing to do with pumping anything, nothing to do with any hype. He just has trading tools built around daily short volume. And I'm going to tell him what I'm concerned about and let him give his pitch to us. Convince me why it is useful. Why have you made a career and a business around this? He has a business around this. He's not just sitting on Twitter pumping stocks all day, talking about daily short volume, sending GTII to the moon. So I think he'll be a great guest. And I hope you guys will tune in for that also. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. All right. I'm done talking. Somebody else help me out.
Tony, you want to pull up the Dan Man's comment?
Was it recent? I'm so far behind in comments.
Oh, you're behind? My bad.
Let me see if I can find it. If it was recent, Dan Man. When I'm looking at the camera, I can't read comments. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm the only one controlling comments. I mean, these guys can read stuff, but I'm the only one that can put it on the screen. Where is Dan Man? Currently holding 100K shares. Was it before that?
No, that was it right there. Do you know
currently
of any
holding 100K
news?
shares of what?
Mullen. He said he's got 100K Mullen at 17 cents. He says this better rip or I'm screwed. Do you know any good news for Mullen coming?
Well, I'm not the right person to ask about Mullen because I'm not gonna paint a pretty picture.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'll say this, guys. I have been asked about Mullen for 18 months now, going on almost 2 years, and I have said steadfastly the entire time, wait. There's no rush to buy Mullen. They're never delivering any products. They keep on missing commitments. They have a lot of dilution ahead. They're not making any money. They're not really going to make any reasonable amount of money till the end of 2024. But I did say, and I'm a man of my word, that if it ever hit a quarter, I would buy some. So I bought a very small amount. recently at 25 cents, and I posted in the Discord, I bought this. I fully expect to lose half of it in the next few weeks. So I bought Mullen at 25 cents. I'm already telling you, I will probably lose 50 to 90% of that money between now and the reverse split. That's why I bought so little. I'm going to wait for Mullen to keep dropping, and then I'll add to my position to the point where, you know, they're ready to file bankruptcy, or till 12 more months go by. Mullen's got a long ways to go, guys. I understand everything that they're doing with the Vans and Bollinger, and I'm very familiar with it, but they got a hot mess on their hands. They need a lot of money. You got $5 billion in dilution and a reverse split coming on a company that's in serious financial trouble and has no income. It's not a great combination. Doesn't mean they're going bankrupt. Just as a retail shareholder, you are going to get diluted. So you know what that means. Be patient. You'll have a chance to buy it cheaper. Journey says, here goes Tony with bankrupt talk. No, I just said they're not going bankrupt. They have $5 billion dilution. They have plenty of opportunity to raise money, but you are going to be diluted. Whatever price you're holding right now, it's going to go lower.
The question you have to ask yourself is, why buy a company that has no revenue? Would you lend a friend money that has no money? Because that's pretty much what you're doing.
Or no job.
Or no job. You're lending someone money that has no money. So you have to keep that in mind when it comes to any company that has no revenue, not just Mullen. Always take the time to look and see how much they're bringing in.
Yeah, I don't see any info about Boston here.
For Adam
as far
Aron?
as a date or a theater. Yeah, I don't see one. At least it's not in investor relations.
Chris asking about USDC getting wrecked. I think that they, who was it? Circle. Who was it that I posted? One of the, I think it was Circle, had deposits of USDC at Silicon Valley Bank, which is why crypto is getting hammered.
Oh, really?
Yes. Let me look at my crypto chart here. 20,400 on BTC. USDC, it's hanging at $1. Anyways, yeah, with all the bank and the market getting run down, not surprising to see crypto getting pushed down.
Yep.
Also.
I got a question for the chat, Tony, if you don't mind. For everyone in the chat, if you're going to San Diego or you're going to Boston to see Adam Aron, post it in the chat and post the question that you plan on asking Adam when you meet him. I'm just curious to what you guys think, what you guys are going to ask him in person.
I'm gonna demand a studio appearance. I'll take nothing less than that.
You're like, hey, can
you want him to come in your studio?
Yeah, I'll get another mic, and we'll set it up right here, 1-on-1, like Rogan style, just me and him.
Yep.
I finally got a second mic, Massalorian, a couple weeks ago when I had my.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, when I had Kurt on. It's over on this side of the table.
Nice. That's the next.
It's the next iteration of your channel.
Is get a position over here set up so someone else can sit here.
Fucking mics are expensive, man.
It's some point in the future, hopefully. Yeah, I think crazy expensive, right?
The mic, I mean, and the arm were like $500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. But I think it's good just having that quality though, right? When someone has a shitty mic, it sometimes can take away from everything as far as, just your ability to get to the end of the video or, stay past the first 15 seconds. If the audio is terrible, you know how it goes when I go in live streams and it's all clicky. People have had it.
It sounds good tonight, though.
Yeah, you sound much better tonight. Probably because Steven's in the chat.
Yep.
It's probably what it is. Yep. Probably what it is.
Let's see. Joe says I guess that's Adam Aron 2 days before he announced the merge. My question would have been a lot different 2 days later.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting questions in the chat. I'm digging it.
What's up, Lucy? Lucy in the sky with diamond hands.
I'll be back 1 sec.
All right. What is my opinion on the Ripple XRP lawsuit with the SEC? I haven't checked in on that in a good 4 or 5 months. My general thoughts are I don't know that I want the SEC making decisions about crypto, but that train's already left the station. So I think this is a play for them to establish some control. And I sold all my Ripple, and I'm waiting. I'm not going to buy any until I see what happens with the lawsuit. But it's going to have farther reaching ramifications besides just XRP. I need to go back and check into that. I'm unplugged from the status of that. Since remember the days when Massalorian, you still awake, Mass?
What's that?
You remember the days when remember the days?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm thinking about these banks.
Remember the days about a year ago when someone was saying you're all, the squeeze is about to happen and you're all going to get paid in a stable coin. Remember that?
Yes. I do remember that. Yeah.
I said,
yes.
don't worry. There's no stable coin coming out from the Fed anytime soon. Well, one day there will be. And no, they don't want to pay you at the stable coin. That's like fucking Lou made up bullshit and nonsense. They're gonna figure out how to pay with the stable coin because they can't come up with the cash. You what?
Someone today said that the Federal Reserve is preparing for the AMC squeeze by raising rates. That was a pretty wild take. I saw that on the thumbnail with 17,000 views.
That's some good DD right there.
Amazing. It's good stuff.
Leaf says, "How is the popcorn?"
I'm just a little nervous, honestly.
Leaf,
what are you nervous for, Mass?
This bank situation's a little scary. That's all.
Oh, like the ripple effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There were some good opportunities for bank buys at the beginning of the market this morning. I was like, I don't need to take on that kind of risk.
Buy the dip.
If you're a degenerate gambler, there was some opportunity, but at this point in this market, I'm like, I really don't need to be throwing my money in a furnace and watching it burn. I want to hold my cash for the real crash. And then go all.
Yeah, I got enough money at risk right now.
Right.
I don't need to add to it. Yeah.
Don't you want to have a little fun, Massalorian? You gotta
I do. As soon as I get caught up on my bills, though.
Everyone needs a little bankruptcy. A good old bankruptcy stock to get the blood moving.
Or nobody.
Prometheus
Never
says
heard nobody. Yeah, I was just looking right now. They're saying
fucking dilution.
What'd you say?
They want me to say dilution and bankruptcy. Take that, guys. Double shot, bitches.
Oh, they're taking shots based on what we say?
Yeah, I think that's why they're asking me. Tony, what do you think about Mullen? What do you think about Highcroft? What do you think about who else is doing dilution right now? What do you think about AMC?
BBBY?
Right, bankruptcy. They can't even drink fast enough now.
The question is, who's diluting the worst? Like
dilution. You said it.
What's the worst dilution going on right now?
Bed Bath & Beyond is one of the worst. 1.2 billion shares of dilution to avoid bankruptcy. You see what I did there? Working both ends. Gonna get these bastards in the chat drunk as a skunk.
Dang.
Thank God that ain't us right now. That would not be good.
Where can we find out where Aron will be? David is asking. You have to follow him on Twitter because he kind of announces it, like a week in advance, Mass?
Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, usually I was noticing last time, it was about a week before. 10 about 10 days. He said it would be the next 10 days though, I think was what the tweet said. Or over the next 7 days, something like that. So it's got to be pretty soon. Right around the corner.
Grandpa Barney in the house.
Thank you, Grandpa. We support
I guess
you.
I
hey,
guess
Grandpa.
You're not working up on the lines tonight, Grandpa? I'm glad you get to spend a Friday evening with your wife. Hopefully he's not texting us while he's up reconnecting a power line.
I know, I'd be nervous messing with my phone up there, right?
What else we got here? Bliss, what's going on? Credit Suisse at $2. Lee says, yeah, Credit Suisse. I forgot when I was talking about banks that are in trouble. A whole nother one that has risk of dilution and bankruptcy.
What was that?
I'm not going to stop now. You can't stop me.
Tony, what was that crypto that went under? It was like one of the first ones that tanked. It went from $80 to like zero overnight, and then people were buying the dip. It starts with an L.
I was gonna say Dogecoin.
No. Oh man.
With an L?
Shib.
It reminds me of this.
Was it Lunk?
No, I gotta look it up because that's gonna drive me crazy. But it kind of, this whole banking thing reminds me of that. Like every time something goes to the floor, there's always people that buy the dip.
To the window, to the floor. I don't know. Someone in the chat will help you out. I forget. I covered a bunch of them a year ago.
I'm going to find it.
Chris says Ape was a scam and Aron will be in jail for racketeering with the YouTubers. Yeah, I don't think Ape was a scam, Chris. A lot of us aren't exactly happy about it, especially
it sucked.
The value that was crushed out of Ape by the market. But I don't think unless Mark Cahodes is correct about Aron and Trey, I don't know. If he has allegations, he should post the proof. I don't know that Aron is working with any YouTubers. He doesn't even fucking answer when I tell him to hire a bartender in my local theater, much less work with any YouTubers to pump his stock. We've called out Ape as many times did not work out the way that we want, and now we're stuck. He can keep on selling Ape and dilute us fucking billions more.
Luna does it.
Oh yeah, Luna. He can dilute
Terra
us
Luna.
billions more of Ape for 65, 50, 40, 30, 20. I really don't want my shares, my votes being sold that cheap. So we are stuck between a rock and a hard place if you're still holding this company. Now you gotta put it back together. You gotta put it back together with AMC, and that's not ideal either, right? We've made no secret about that. What is going to happen with AMC after that? Nobody fucking knows. Everybody has a different. I've heard everything from to the moon to the bankruptcy. My crystal ball is not that good, guys.
We have some tough decisions to make in the next couple months.
You may have some tough decisions to make, depending on what you think is going to happen. You do what you think is right, but I am not pushing any theory or to the moon or to bankruptcy. I'm not pushing anything. You do what you think is right. I've told you what will happen, I think, as far as dilution, depending on a yes or a no vote. You can take that information and make your own choices. I've also tried to lay out the case of why they, if you choose to hold, and if nothing spicy happens, which I know of no catalyst to make anything spicy happen, other than the fact of the unknown right now, or the banks failing, or the market crashing. If you choose to hold, you may be in a long-term hold of this company and waiting for the box office to improve and the company to improve their balance sheet. So that is the play. It's not the play that a lot of people signed up for. I get it.
You're talking about holding through the conversion, right?
Holding through the conversion, holding for the
choose
box
to.
office improving. Yeah. If you just say, fuck it, I'm already down, I'm going to hold, if they get a yes
And
vote
see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, some people are going to do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Roll the dice.
I'm not advocating anything. And believe me, on other channels, that are hype channels, I'm being called every name in the book. Like, it doesn't matter if you love AMC or you hate AMC, you can find people that agree with you that I'm a piece of shit. Right? You could be the most fanatic ape and you can find people that will tell you I'm a paid hedgie. You can be someone that hates AMC and you can find someone that says I'm paid by Aron. That's when I know that I'm doing a good job of giving you guys facts in the middle. And I also know from people that are saying that bullshit who is not actually listening to me talk. Because if you ever listen to this channel, you know that I don't pump anything, and I'm not paid by anybody on either side. I just tell you my opinions based on what is happening in the industry and the company filings. That's it.
Okay, so Blue Sky Landscape says, as of Thursday, domestic box office numbers for this current quarter are 1.25 billion. It will probably be worse than last report, so another $200 million loss. Yeah, that's true about domestic, but the international box office is what you want to be looking at this quarter because of Avatar, right? So that's where your money's coming this quarter.
That's right, Mass. And hopefully we get a great international box from Super Mario Brothers too, which comes in April 5th.
I think John Wick 4 will do well. I think Mission Impossible will do really well. I think the first two quarters of this year are gonna. I think they'll be better than any of the quarters we had last year. I think the first two quarters of this year will be better than anything in 2022.
I've heard
That's
early
my
reviews,
speculation.
Mass, that Mission Impossible Part 1 is equivalent to Top Gun Maverick from people that have seen it early.
I am so excited about Mission Impossible. I don't know why it's not getting more hype.
Yeah, they need to work on their marketing because, I mean, it doesn't come out until, I believe, Q3. So maybe they haven't.
No, it's May.
Really?
Didn't it get pushed again?
Oh, it got pushed again?
I don't know. Someone Google it and find out.
Yeah, the next big one is Mario, April 5th. But we got a few good ones to look forward to. Majority of the titles this year are in quarter 2. You have Hunger Games and you have the Marvels in Q4, which is going to be good. But Fast 10, you got a bunch in Q2.
There we go.
Sufyan says, "How do you defend a
I
hater?
push it again.
How do you defend a hater saying you're a financial advisor?" I'd never defend a hater, Sufyan. I'd let the bullets fly straight at him. I know I'm wordsmithing your question. You mean how do I defend against a hater? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what part of any of my channels would possibly be considered financial advice. I mostly read company filings, talk about industry statistics and tools that we have available. I don't give buy-sell recommendations. I know a lot of people hate me because I won't give you the hottest penny stock out there and tell you to buy. Let's all pile into this, guys. That is fucking financial advice. You are running the risk of the wrath of the SEC. You're doing that shit. I will not do that.
Yep.
I'll talk about plays that I'm in and what I'm doing, but I'm not ever going to be someone rallying people to go buy a stock.
So it looks like July 14th, Q3.
Yeah.
Hopefully that answered your question.
They've been pushing forward a lot of movies lately. They have early dates, but they've been pushing them forward.
So it is Q3 for Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the big one for Q2. That's going to be our top 3 performers of the year.
Anthony says SEC won't do shit. I mean, there are literally people in a lawsuit.
True, yeah.
There are people that are in jail right now getting sued by the SEC or the DOJ, somebody, and had all their assets all their assets picked up by the government, cars, houses, cash. They don't fuck around. Someone forwarded me a Frank Nez article today saying
that dude's man. I don't want to say nothing bad about him, but he
I'll
puts
say
out
it.
questionable
I'll say
articles.
it respectfully. Bless your heart, Frank Nez. You are trash.
There you go.
What did he say?
He said he posted an article and it was getting retweeted all over Twitter that said, I think it was Credit Suisse admits to naked shorts.
Yeah.
And look, guys, institutions on their balance sheet, you can see that they have short positions. It's called assets owned but not yet purchased. That is a short. And they have sometimes billions of dollars of shorts. Those are disclosed on the fucking balance sheet to the SEC. You're going to call that a naked short? What kind of, do you need clicks and views that bad that you're going to lie to people and then get yourself potentially in trouble with a cease and desist or a lawsuit from Credit Suisse? And then you trick people into retweeting it and put them at risk on all that same shit. Why do you do that, Frank? It makes me sick to see people lying to investors like that. And people believe it.
Well, they get the clicks if they talk about certain things like naked shorts.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people in the chat, Tony, they don't like fundamentals. They think that fundamentals don't matter for AMC necessarily. And that's questionable.
Lack of fundamentals, guys, is why we are being shorted. So you cannot like to talk about them all you want. If you do not improve the fundamentals, you're going to be in this play forever. I'm telling you that
you're
right
not
now.
going to ever get shorts out of a play if you have negatives all over your balance sheet. You'll never get rid of shorts. For a moment in time, they may not be there, but they will always come back. They're like flies on shit. They're always going to be there as long as your company is not doing well.
The worse the fundamentals are, the more shorts you're going to attract. Case in point, go take a look at Bed Bath & Beyond right now.
Yep. You need them, unfortunately. I think
you need fundamentals.
Yes, right? you need fundamentals. A lot of the community built bad habits in 2021 because you could have bought any stock in 21 and you would have done well. So they attribute that to every stock, and that's just not reality.
Yeah, we need to learn to separate from a lot of the Lou and Zach Morris bullshit that is still going on to this day. And I'm not gonna throw these people under the bus on YouTube because I don't do that on my channel. But some of the folks in the Discord know who I'm talking about. There are still people pushing this short exempt volume, and let's just look at the FTDs and short interest, and it's to the moon, guys. All you're really doing is creating a retail FOMO rush. You're not getting shorts out of the play. You're hurting each other.
That's all you're doing.
We need to get past that mentality, because inevitably half the people end up fucking bag holding, and doesn't matter if it's a 10-cent stock, a $2 stock, or a $12 stock. We are still repeating many people the mistakes of 2021, and people still think it's legit.
Tony, why doesn't Apple have any short interest?
Why? I haven't even checked their short interest.
They have like no short interest. Why is that?
Probably because they're making money hand over fist, and their EPS and revenues are growing every year, other than, the occasional stumble in a bad market.
And they have insane cash on hand. Insane. So, guys, why aren't shorts going after Apple, right?
But Steven, let's throw the two favorite. But Steven, Tesla's making a lot of money, and the shorts are going after Tesla. Why, Steven?
Well, you got to do a lot of research on Tesla. The more research you do on Tesla, the more you realize why it's shorted.
Let's give them a couple talking points, Steven.
Why Tesla's being shorted? Oh, I don't want to hurt any feelings.
I already
Well,
have.
they
and
get a
I already-
major chip shortage right now, don't they? And a huge recall, right?
Okay,
they
first
got
of all,
they got all sorts of problems. I love Tesla, guys. I bought it at 100 and
Yeah.
sold it. I bought it 2 years ago at 400, sold on the run up to 1200. Bought it again recently at 100, sold it on the run up to 200. Waiting for it to come back down. I'll buy it again. I'll trade the shit out of Tesla. Nothing against it. Love the products. Love Elon Musk, but Tesla
He's in a bad spot.
Tesla's overvalued considering the risk that they have on board right now. That's it. That's just like a very basic. I could go through many examples of why. Same with GME. The short and Tony GME. They got no debt. Well, explain that, Tony.
Tesla's hurting right now, right? There's a reason why.
Yeah, I mean, Tesla has its own set of issues that are emboldening the shorts. And same with GameStop. Yes, they have no debt. They've got enough cash to last a couple years, but they're closing stores. They're firing layers of management. They've cut all overtime. They're closing stores. Did I mention that? The annual revenues are falling. They're not profitable. If there's not a transformational announcement, and we will know here in 2 weeks, hopefully their Q4 was really good and they're turning the corner. And when they turn the corner, you might see some of the shorts get out of GameStop. But right now, there's no reason for shorts to be worried about GameStop. They're on a downward trend from pretty much every way you can analyze it. Brick and mortar, high inventory, gaming is moving to digital downloads, closing stores, cutting overtime, and no, it's not so they can spend more time with their families. I've worked in the corporate world. When we cut overtime, it's because the company was having a bad quarter.
Have you thought at all in the recent past about trying to find, with all this bad news, bearish news, all this stuff, I'm trying to find what is going to be like. I just feel like we're going to need some type of catalyst, and I don't know what in the foreseeable future besides the conversion in RS is going to create that catalyst, whether it be, I don't know.
I mean, that's a great question. We've run out of catalyst ideas, right? Not we, Massalorian, you and I have done a pretty good job of never saying a catalyst. The only thing I will ever say, guys, is if there is a catalyst, it is what I call the unknown catalyst. If there is ever a catalyst to make this stock squeeze, it's not going to be something anyone is talking about. If someone's talking about it on YouTube, the hedge funds have already got a plan for it. That is my belief. So that's why I don't talk about catalysts. I'm into play because I like the company. I like movies. I'm an F-rated actor. I'm a has-been that took a class 15 years ago, and I'm hoping one day Aron will star me in a movie. like Aron is developing movies. This is a joke, you fuckers. Come on. I just like the movie companies. I enjoy watching movies. It's a risky play. It's a speculative play, but it's not the only stock in my portfolio, not by a long shot. And I don't want to see movie theaters go away. So sue me if you don't like that. What? You're going to hate on me because I like the movie companies. I don't want my favorite in my town to go away. Then don't watch my channel. I wasn't here in May telling people to buy at $70. I started my channel because of that bullshit. Anyways, moving on.
What are you planning to do for the 14th? Anything special?
I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a live stream when they take the vote. I'm really curious what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I love this company, so sue me, bro. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm cool, for me, if it takes
I think a lot of people are still positive about the movie industry. I don't think it is dead in the water by any way, shape, or form. Like just seeing that we're gonna have 30% more releases this year, like that's good, man. Like
Yeah,
I mean,
we're on a upward trend, and
Yeah.
I'm cool if it takes a couple of years. All my shares that I have right now, I basically got for free because I had shares and options in May of 2021, and I made a fuck ton of money on the options. So it does not matter to me if I hold. I'm never going to be in the red on this play.
Right.
Now,
that's the one thing with us though, right? Is everyone is at a different somewhere in this play, right? Whether it's 70 or 7 or
that's what gauges your level of emotion of being angry right now, right? The people that got tricked by Trey and Matt and Lou back in May, June of 2021, they justifiably could be upset. I get it. You should be mad at those guys, not the CEO. The CEO did not let the price fall from 72 back to 5. That was just market dynamics. You didn't have a trading strategy, and you believe some Lou bullshit about orders being parked in a dark pool on a second book at a different price. Go talk to Lou. Don't hate Adam Aron. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I saw the tweet from I forget who tweeted it to him, but someone tweeted something to Elon about getting Tesla chargers in the parking lots for AMC. Had that already been started, or am I mistaken?
I don't know, but I think it's a fantastic idea. I see them putting them in bank parking lots in my city. I'm like, what the fuck kind of sense does that make? I'm in and out of the bank in 5 minutes. Put them in a movie theater, put them in a Walmart, put them in a grocery store, put them in the shopping mall parking lots. In a bank? What the hell?
Yeah, no.
In a bank. CPI.
Boo P asked me what my cost average is, but I haven't looked in like 2 months, Boo P. My cost average.
Real Rugged core CPI is on Tuesday. That is your next major market. That's our next inflection point. If nothing else happens with the banks, where our week goes next week is going to depend on Tuesday morning core CPI. Yeah, I mean, if I could be honest, guys, and I really don't even want to say this on camera because someone's going to twist it the wrong way. But if you like AMC, I'm just going to say, do not take anything I say as if you were just to find this channel right now and you had never invested in this company, if there is a reverse split and a dilution and the price falls, you might have at that point, if you just discovered AMC at that point, that might be a really good time to take a chance. Some people, I'm sure, will use that to average down. Some people will decide before the conversion to sell and then wait and see what happens and hope it comes down. They can buy back cheaper. I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. I'm just saying if it were to play out that it fell after a dilution announcement, that would almost be the time to buy in super cheap and wait till 2025, assuming that you think that the movie industry is going to continue to recover and the AMC raises enough money to fix their balance sheet. Those two things have to happen for this play to make sense.
And then we possibly could get some help from the other theater companies, right?
Yeah, I mean, Regal could go bankrupt. Popcorn could take off more than we're expecting. And if we have
the money, yep. Unfortunately, with all this debt right now, we can't go out and make any major purchases or do anything like that, right? But if we can get back to that position again, we will have the opportunity to expand to, get the most, the best operating and best performing theaters, continue to upgrade those and get rid of the ones that are underperforming and out of the market, right? And eventually shut off those leases and then you restructure, right? And
it is a risky play, but I mean, that's why you don't put all of your money in one company. But some of you are stuck there. I get it. That's why I'm here, to help you sift through all the nonsense, to help you filter out what is clickbait and what is factual. And I will often tell you things that you don't want to hear. But if you are in this play and you've decided not to sell, then I will be that resource. And I will take all the hate that the haters can throw at me for being a resource to people that are stuck in a play. I still like the volatility and the unknowns. The short interest is high. The cost to borrow is high. There's a lot of fucking cogwheels turning right
Positives.
now.
Mhm.
Well, there's a lot of cogwheels turning right now that not even like someone on Tara can figure out what the fuck's going to happen with the ape and the AMC and the lawsuit. There's still plenty of chance in the next few weeks for things to be really spicy. I don't know. We'll have to see. We're all going to find out together.
Yep. I think though, if nothing comes of this whole thing, then you should plan on being a long-term shareholder. 1000%. There's just no other way to slice it.
That's why Stephen was just saying everyone's going to have some tough choices, and very hardcore apes are talking shit about me on other channels because I'm trying to give you a message of reality. Some of you may have some hard choices to make because if you decide to stay in the play, no one can guarantee you that the price is going to go up. The price could go down due to dilution. In fact, statistically, you should expect that. So that is your choice. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to tell you what I think is likely to happen.
Did you see Thomas Massey explaining dilution to Jamie Raskin on the House chambers?
No. What'd he say?
Pretty interesting. They did a science project with they took a glass of iced tea. He grabbed the water pitcher and he started pouring the water into the iced tea. He said, "This is Chip Roy's iced tea. I'm gonna borrow this for a second."
Did you have that on your video?
Yeah. Did you see the whole exchange?
I did. Yeah. I just didn't know the names.
I mean, this guy is head of the House Oversight Committee. He doesn't understand. Like, he doesn't know what's. I mean, I don't know. I'm almost confused. Like, I'm wondering if maybe it's the chemo, because I know he wears the bandana for his brain. But I'm like, what? How do you not? You know, how is that possible? That he's got to twice explain to you that 5.5 trillion injected into an economy out of nowhere is going to be painful.
Congressmen are not all economists, right? I think we can agree on
No,
that.
that's why you can't put them on the House Finance Committee. Unless they have some kind of qualifications. Shit.
Oh, Lordy. USDC just dropped 4 cents. Are you guys looking at a different chart than me? Let me go to the 1 minute. I'm just seeing it pegged at $1.
Hold on. What do you use? CoinDesk, Tony?
I have Webull. I have all the cryptos open on Webull on my crypto tab. I see everything else moving: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Phantom. USDC is just saying $1. But maybe my tool is not accurate. Dan, what's up? Dan says, I need a shot. Let's do a shot, Dan. I got a wee bit of scotch here, Dan. What are you drinking tonight? Yeehaw! Partners.
What do you? I didn't hear Jerome Powell talking about CBDC the other day. What do you say about CBDC?
They asked him a lot of questions. I skipped through a lot of that because it was just a bunch of bullshit. I think some of them were trying to get him to comment if he thought the SEC should regulate cryptocurrencies and stuff, and how fast are they trying to implement a stable coin from the Fed, yada yada yada. Same thing they've been asking him for a year.
Okay.
Salt Maker asking about the free float on 10x. I sent Teddy a message, Salt, based on my reading of the documents, and he sent me his concerns about why he thought part of the float was locked up, and I did my best to explain to him why I don't think the float is locked up. The float is somewhere around 8.5 to 10 million shares, not 2 million. So there's no good financials about 10x. If you guys want to play it for a momentum trade, that's up to you. I'm not covering 10x. But if you have questions, fact-based questions like what is the float, I'll help you out on that. I will always say on these plays to my guys in the Discord that the trend is your friend. If it's moving up, hop in. If you're happy with the profits, hop out. Don't believe anything you hear on YouTube or Twitter. All right, Dan, my friend. I don't know if you rounded yourself up a drink or you got a black and tan or a Guinness there or what, but I'm going to do a shot with you. Happy Friday, motherfucker.
What are you drinking?
Scotch.
What are you drinking?
Scotch. Can you hear me?
Scotch. Yep. Yeah, I can't find shit here about Adam Aron coming to Boston. No date. No nada.
I just diluted the other alcohol in my stomach. What scotch? I went and bought a very cheap bottle that was on sale, a brand I've never heard of before. Why? Because as I've told you guys many, many times, if it's a good week in the market, I will buy top shelf shit. That's my a reward to myself for making money in the week. If my portfolio is bleeding out, even though it does not have any bearing on my checking account, this is just my mental game that I play with myself. That sounds bad. If the market was bad, then I will cut back expenses. If the market was good, I'll take the wife out to a nice dinner. It's not that I'm taking money out of my account to fund anything. It's just keeping things in perspective. Does that make sense? It's almost like a punishment. The market sucked this week. You're buying the cheap bottle of scotch, Denaro. Steven, I sent you multiple invites, Steven. Are you on Discord? Did he go away?
He said that he was losing his internet signal.
He said send me another invite, and I sent it to him. Maybe I'm just reading old chats. You know what else I did this week, guys? I think it was on Thursday, and I'm going to have a teachable moment with you. For those of you that are looking for ways to maybe generate some more income for your savings account or investing, the market wasn't doing so hot on Thursday, and I was like, what can I do productive today besides crank out a couple videos? I said, I know what I can do. I can go through my bank statement, and instead of ignoring all those annoying pop-ups from my bank about recurring charge. What is that? I don't even fucking remember. You know what I'm talking about, Massalorian?
Yes.
You know,
an email.
I spent a good half of the day on Thursday going through all of the recurring charges for for services and products and shit that we have that we don't really need. Do you know how much of a raise I just gave myself starting on
How
April
much?
1st? I
How
canceled
much?
about $400 or so of shit that we don't even really need.
Really? Just by going through,
Yes.
clean and looking.
So I'm gonna say to you guys, I'm gonna challenge you to go through your bank statement, look for things that you're being charged for. If you really don't need it, fucking cancel it. Whether it's $25 a month or $200 a month, or in my case, like I had Massalorian, I had 3 redundant cable services. Did you know that?
Whoa.
I have Spectrum, I've got AT&T, and I had T-Mobile. Just by canceling 2 of those, that was $179 plus $50 gone. Why do I need
Smokes. Wow.
Why do I need 3 modems? It was just a backup if my Spectrum failed. That's like a waste.
Yeah.
And that's not even getting into like the monthly subscriptions for shit. You know, the Pornhub premium and all that. Gotcha.
All that shit.
Anyways.
No, but yeah. It's you know, and when you feel the pinch coming on, like, I mean, you know, I just barely was able to escape through this and be able to make it to the other side kind of whole again, right? With the whole not taking the jab thing. So, and now I'm going to be able to, you know, not have to mess with my portfolio at all. Thank God I didn't have to do anything drastic with it, you know? And I got a good opportunity to go back and get a job where, you know, not going to bother me about that crap. So, you know, I feel very blessed to have gotten that. And now I'm going to try to put that money to work. You know, I want to wait and see what develops here in the next 6 to 8 months with this market. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities, man, to really pick up some stuff at deep discounts.
The follow-up that I wanted to say to, even if you don't want to cancel a recurring charge, call them up or email them or whatever and tell them still that you want to cancel. Because guys, almost every single one of these people, these companies that I called to cancel, they were so scared for me to cancel that they were offering me 50 to 80% discounts for a year just to remain a customer. I'm like, I was just paying $50 and now you're telling me I can have it for $10?
I know,
Fuck
right?
you. Fuck
Bastards.
you.
Yeah.
So just sharing that little bit of information, even if you say, well, Tony, I don't want to cancel anything, call them and pretend that you want to, and then come back and tell me how much you saved. Almost all these guys offered me discounts, huge, to stay. Oh, well, seeing you've been a customer since 2003, we really don't want to lose you. Can we give it to you for $1? No, I don't even use it. Cancel.
Yeah, check with anyone that has loaned you credit in the right.
Not credit.
Anybody
it's just a recurring
might take
charge
things
for,
at deep
for
discounts
services. You know, it wasn't credit, Massalorian. It was just recurring charges for services, products or services.
Oh, I gotcha.
Steven said he's having network issues, so he's just going to listen in and bully us from the comments, Massalorian. It's just another ape.
I wonder what Bigham's was talking about tonight. I was just looking to see his
I think he was
live
talking
stream from
about
2 hours ago.
the
Says
banks.
a massive crash.
He's talking about the banks and probably I'm guessing talking about phase 6.
Okay.
I don't know. Just guessing. I should have a live stream next week with Bigham's. Also, you guys, speaking of special guests, we got an attorney, we got a short volume specialist, and we have, I think Bigham's coming on one day next week. So it's going to be a action-packed week next week. Massalorian, why doesn't Eucalorian have a wrench? Food Dog wants to know. Massalorian.
How come Yuka doesn't have a wrench?
Yeah.
He can have a wrench. You guys, he can have a wrench. Somebody help out Yuka. I don't know how to do it, but you guys do. Yeah, of course he can. You could have a wrench.
Yuka says, why was JP Morgan
I don't
going up
discriminate with
today?
the wrenches.
I do. But I think Yuka's trustworthy.
I know.
Why was JPM
I
going
believe
down
so.
today?
I believe so.
Let me pull up the chart and I'll hang on one second. I'm pretty sure I know what happened on JPM. I think they got wrecked in pre-market, and that was overdone. So yesterday JPM got dropped from 137 down to 129, and then they hit a low of 127 in the first hour this morning. That was just too much of a sell-off for JP Morgan. The thought being that their customers and their assets are more diverse and less risky than Silicon Valley Bank. So they rallied up off of that. There were just a lot of people, a lot of traders willing to take on that risk, that this is not an entire financial system. What's the word? Damn it, I can't think of the word. Anyways, the entire financial system is not going to collapse. So they were buying JP Morgan all day today. Help me out, Massalorian. Financial system.
I'm sorry.
I want to say something from the zombie movies. Contagion. That's it. Contagion. Took me a minute. I'm getting old, guys.
Contagion.
I'm getting old. Pam says, I'm back. Quickie Sherry. I'm going to send you an invite, Pam. Whoop, whoop. That was a joke, Pam. Just teasing. Oh, she already finished the shower. All right. Yuka says, but JP is the worst of them all. But based on what, Yuka? Based on what? Are you looking at their balance sheet? Are you looking at all of the diversity of their customers? Or are you looking at what someone is telling you that they're doing as far as naked shorting? You got to qualify that statement. Thank you, CB. CB was ahead of me with the word contagion. He must be younger than me. We were trying to figure out, Massalorian, I got a birthday coming up.
Yes, I do. I know it's is it in a J month?
It's on the 28th of this month. We were trying to figure out how old I was, and am and going to be. And once
I don't
Scarlett,
think I know that the answer to that.
Once Scarlett told me the number, I was like, oh, hell no. Don't ever mention that number again.
Once Scarlett told me the
number. I forgot that number a long time ago.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Jamie Dimon, former exec, tied up with Epstein. That is an interesting topic. I think I might start covering that. Do you think YouTube is going to demonetize me for talking about Jamie Dimon, blazing Massalorian? What do y'all think?
No. Never. I didn't know that. I didn't hear JB Dimon. When did that? I didn't hear that. I never heard Dimon in any of the lists.
Yeah. I think the Virgin Islands is coming after Jamie Dimon, saying that he facilitated Epstein keeping funds at JP Morgan. And Jamie Dimon's like, it wasn't me, bro. That was the guy before me. And so we're going to sue him. So if you do find me guilty, I'm going to blame it on that guy. That was a horrible.
So they were in cahoots. Accent. Yeah.
JP Morgan was facilitating the banking of Epstein. Yes. But I don't know that it was Jamie Dimon. They're blaming it on the previous dude before Jamie Dimon. I don't know.
Where exactly did Epstein get all his money from originally?
I don't know. I say hang them all, hang them high.
Yeah.
Hang them
Yeah.
high.
I
Let
think I
God-
heard my dad laugh for the first time in 2 years the other day on the phone when I talked to him on the phone. I think that's the last time. It's the first time I heard him laugh in 2 years.
About what?
I was saying that we need to. Well, I said we need to go up to DC, grab everyone by the ear, and take him out by the ear one by one. And yeah, it's the first time that he laughed. He thought that was funny. I'm like, all right, well, you didn't lose a sense of humor at least.
Someone who said this comment, beautiful comment, Jeffrey, isn't it crazy that Jim Cramer was just saying 2 weeks ago that SVIB was a great retail investment? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he said this week that JP Morgan is solid. I'm just saying it might not be solid. Crim Jamer.
I think we're gonna know very soon, sooner than later, if this is going to cause a train reaction. It's either going to happen, I think, right away, very soon, or they'll somehow stave it off. But I don't know. From what everyone's saying, did you hear Stephanie Palmboy earlier today on Fox Business?
Nope. What'd she say?
Talking about just about Yellen and how she's disconnected from reality and get your money out of the bank. I'm like, oh my God, what is this fear mongering? Come on, people. But I mean, most of it could be legit. I wish I knew. Wish I had a crystal ball.
Come here, Loki. Any updates on Jim Chanos and his buy ape and short AMC strategy? I think all strategies. Blue Sky, I haven't listened to Chanos recently about if he's changed his theories, but clearly I think that if you are a short or a hedge fund or arbitrage player, you've had to reevaluate the whole play to add in some lawsuit risk, right? Does that make sense? Lawsuit risk plus the lockups ending. I think after the vote, shortly after the vote, AMC will be able to sell ape again. They still have 60 million ape they can sell. Antara is going to be like, well, fuck, what do? We got a couple 100 million ape, and now AMC can sell. So should we sell ape? Should we sell while we wait for the judge to make up their mind? But what about if it runs up, if the vote is validated? Like, there's so much fucking unknowns about what is going to happen in the next 30 days between AMC and ape. I don't think anybody has a clue exactly what's going to happen. That's why I'm just sitting pat. I'm not trying to make any big moves or changes in where I'm at. I got some AMC, I got some ape, I got a little more ape than I got AMC. I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. Hope for the best. Keep your head in the Keep your head in the clouds and your feet on the ground. All right, I gotta pull up a chart on USDC. And my CoinGecko new window. You guys are scaring me. And why is I must have the wrong ticker typed in. CoinGecko. Not the first time we've seen a stable coin melt down, is it? I remember making holy shit, 94 cents. I remember making a video a year ago saying if there was one stable coin I was going to buy, it would be USDC. I don't own any USDC. That was my thought a year ago. But yeah, it's struggling right now. So they had assets at Silicon Valley Bank. So there obviously is some concern that maybe is not backed up by 1-for-1 with all the assets they thought. Now, if they just lost a lot of money, and the danger is this could melt down, just like so many other stable coins you've seen melt down. Absolutely. When you had assets theoretically backing something up, and whether it's $1 billion or $9 billion of those assets disappear, what's the market cap? 38 billion. If your market cap is 38 billion and 9 billion of your backup disappears because a bank went bankrupt, well, this is not a surprising outcome. Era of the unstable coins, right? Someone said, get owning the float on. Is he still in the chat? We can bring him on. Massalorian said, I'll be right back. Jeffrey Roche, what's up, buddy? Ooh. I don't know if I have a way to contact you, OTF. Are you on Twitter? Tether got affected too. All right, let me pull up Tether.
Leaf said, I love that answer, Tony. It's a fair answer. I bought Oban when Bitcoin was at 60K. It's the good stuff.
Tether's showing at $1, but yeah, there's been a lot of volatility throughout the day today. Urban Ape says phase 6 is the gateway to the MOAS. I hope so. I will send a champagne bottle to Bigums if he finally gets that right. Something that catches these hedge funds or these institutions that are shorting everything off guard is the key to our future. What that thing is, I don't know. Phase 6 could be it. I'm waiting for owning the float to tell me if he is on Twitter or not. I guess I could try and search. I hope the gateway is JPM crashing hard. AMC Panda says, oh man, owning the float. What is, he's coming? What? Wait, where is he coming? Oh, that sounded bad. The question, I need to send him the invite. So what is his Twitter handle? Owning the float. Let me just search for that. Lauren, you getting tired? Did you have a long day? Here he is. I see him.
No, man, I'm watching I'm watching some interviews of people talking about the banks, just, experts seeing what they're saying, just with closed captions. Yeah, Food Dog, I have no clue how to give wrenches out. No clue. Pam probably does.
He's putting on his tattoos. Oh man.
Yeah, Prometheus, I see that.
At the end of the day, someone said Doge is on the move. At the end of the day, Bed Bath & Beyond started moving up 8 cents. And I was getting people messaging me, Tony, BBY is ripping. I was like, what? It went up from $1.28 to $1.34. That's not ripping, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I don't get out of bed for 8 cents. I have a theory.
The good thing is this play is over.
I have a theory, Massalorian. Can I unveil my theory for the late night viewers?
Absolutely.
I have a theory that not all of the conversion is done yet on Bed Bath & Beyond. That there certainly is some happening, but that they may allow it to run one more time up to about $6 and then rug pull it really quick. I'm gonna spend a little more time and smoke a little bit more on that idea before I make a video. Not that there is any reason for it to happen. And this is very far out there speculation on BBBY. But I think that the people that are shorting it also own warrants, and that they may allow it to run so that they can exercise some of their warrants and then whack it back down.
Interesting.
I'm gonna suss that out one final time and sleep and meditate on it, if you know what I mean.
Meditate, right?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Blazin says, any new tickers you've been watching? I'm going to tell you, Blazin, what I also said in the chat today and in the Discord. There are some tickers that I'm doing some deep dives on. There are, besides the blue chips, I'm looking for a few new up and comers. Yes, but mostly right now, I am very much in risk averse mode, and I'm not trying to buy anything this week or next week until I figure out if the market is going to have its face melted off, in which case I will deploy cash into blue chip companies, the same ones that I already bought and sold a couple weeks ago. Meta, Facebook, Amazon, solid plays that even if the market gets its face ripped off, I know that they will come back in short order. I'm excited about the fact of a market crash because I'm going to go buy some good shit really, really cheap with minimal risk. I mean, we're not even talking speculative plays. Amazon, Tesla, Meta. Where's my whole blue chip list? FedEx, GE, General Motors, Google, Home Depot, HP, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. Take your pick, guys. The market crashes. Many of these, there will be deals you have not seen in years. Have some cash ready, guys. You can go after penny stock plays, but you and risk a lot of risk, and sometimes you get rewarded. But if you're thinking that a major market crash is coming, God, man, some of these big, solid companies that are never going anywhere, there's going to be some potentially fantastic deals on them. That is what I'm waiting on. If there is a market crash,
if you had the option.
I was just going to add, if there's a market crash, every speculative play is going to get obliterated because they're high beta. Go ahead. What's your question? Yes.
I was just going to ask if you had the choice on a weekly basis to take 20% of your income and put it into a blue chip stock at a 15% discount, or take that 20% and risk it in the market on something else, what would you do?
I would put it. I would put it in a mutual fund consisting of some index matching fund. If you know what I'm saying, I mean, you can pick index funds that or mutual funds that track blue chip stocks.
Right. If you had one picked out and specifically, let's say it was, let's say Meta, let's throw it out there, and you would be able to get that at a 20% discount at the end of the week. Where would you deploy that cash?
And both options have a 20% discount, or one is just randomly throwing it at speculative plays?
One is speculative plays, and the other is guaranteed 20% off on blue chip.
Man, I mean, that's such a loaded question because I feel like I have some experience trading, and I can discern between a good speculative trade and a bad one most of the time, not every time. But for the average person, you should take the one that is a 20% discount on a blue chip stock.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
over the rest of your life, if you did that every week, you've already got a 20% return built in, plus the market return, right? Because you got that discount, you've already got a 20% return.
Yeah.
For the average novice investor, that is a better long-term lifetime play. For someone who has experience trading and can not get roped into buying and holding pump and dumps, or buying them on the way down just to risk in case it has a second pump. If you are experienced enough to discern between those two, I think that you can make higher returns doing momentum trades, but the risk is astronomically high. The risk of blowing up your account.
Yeah. I think maybe just at least for the short term, parking it somewhere safe and not messing with it too much might be the best option for right now.
Blazin says he would put it in 4 different ETFs. I mean, yes, better when I had some of my money in the corporate world, we had 401k. I had mine in I forget what one was like 20% in an international fund, and I think the rest was in a high growth speculative small cap. I doubled down on everything that was high risk in my 401k, but I was young back then, and most of my trading back then was in high tech stocks, the .com era shit, and options. I did a fuck ton of options trading because you didn't even have to be good back then to make money trading options. What's up, OTF? Where are you? Are you in Texas too?
I'm actually. You guys.
You got a little bit of lag, and so does Massalorian too. Is that just my internet, or are you guys hearing that too on the audio lag?
I'm hearing a little lag.
Any thoughts on 10X, Billy? I don't have any thoughts on 10X, but Teddy Zane is covering it. I can tell you what the short interest is. I can tell you about their financials, but as far as a play, if retail gets behind it, it can move. If they don't, it won't. Follow the momentum. Don't believe anything you hear on YouTube. I think he was he's probably resetting his computer or something.
Tony, if Aron paid you $1 million to spread FUD until the vote, would you do it?
I don't need $1 million. My integrity is worth more than $1 million.
You did.
I had $1 million in stock options at the corporation I work for. What do I need? I need another $1 million to lie to people? No, thank you.
Did you really? At your old company?
Yeah.
What's a OTF?
What's up, gentlemen? Can you hear me?
We can hear you good now. Oh, there he went again. God damn it.
Andrew says F integrity, give me the $1 million.
Who said that?
Andrew.
Tom, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Anyone who's commenting that I would take $1 million over integrity clearly does not know how Texans run. I sit here and work every day practically for free to bring you guys fact-based shit. And then you're going to say I'd take $1 million to pump out lies about the company. Like I sit here and take hate from both sides practically for free every day.
Both sides.
I do. I got people on KC Shaw's chat, Massalorian, saying I gave up on the apes. Like no matter where I go, everybody hates me. They're like,
I mean, I tried to understand. I tried to understand and get on and to, you know, just like, all right, maybe I can rap today, but I don't know. You don't seem to be doing anything bad to me. I don't know what the beef is. I don't know. Although I will say the other night when yeah, you're kind of breaking up a little bit though.
The other night, what?
After the earnings call, you said beware because people are gonna think that maybe I gave a bearish earnings call live stream, and everyone was saying that, and I'm like, well, I mean, you know, he was just pointing out the facts of the phone call, and there was nothing. I don't know.
I think that's when it started. That
I didn't see anything over and above.
I think that's when it started. When I shared some opinions, but I'm not going to hold back on my opinions. People are here to hear my opinions. And at the end of the day, I want everybody to either make money or preserve capital. And so I'll give you my opinions, and you do what you want. I've never been one to buy into a lot of the Lou and Trey theories. So if that's what you're looking for, there's other channels for that. Except one by one, somehow, Massalorian, they keep on deleting themselves.
Someone asked the other day, how come I don't give bearish outlooks on AMC? I mean, you know, there's plenty of channels out there if you want a bearish take on AMC.
I think
we've shareholder.
You've been very fair in evaluating the facts on AMC and not shying away from the risks that are involved in the play. I can say that about you. You're not ignoring the risks in AMC, are you?
I don't believe so. No, I don't think so. I understand that, you know, this can go one of two ways. I think I've known that from day one, though, you know? I mean, this started as a recovery play, then it turned into a squeeze play, and then it turned into a based on general principles play that I don't like getting messed with. And so I've continued to hold, right? That's it.
What do you think, owning the float? Should we cover more bearish content on AMC? There's already a fuck enough channels that are bearish on it. Like, we own the stock because we believe in it. Why would we start covering bearish content? That's the most ridiculous shit. We talk about the risks. I think that is owed to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. We'll talk about the risks. We're not pumper channels, but we're not bearish either. Otherwise, we wouldn't be holding the stock. Tell us what you think, owning the float.
Well, I think can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I think probably the first thing would be when you want to talk about marketplace, just sentiment in the market with inflation and so. A lot of people have hard times separating both AMC from the market itself. They think that, and that's a big problem. I think Mass might have, as when it first started, we got in we were in for a short squeeze, and at that time you could pick any setup, but you could pick any stock and pretty much be green with it. Well, obviously times change, and now you have to learn how options. You have to learn how to play fundamentals. You have to learn. You have to do a lot of things. You can't just
things change.
Pick a stock to be green. Exactly, and I think a lot of retail investor with the times, and
people are not willing to realize that. People are not willing to realize that maybe some of the things they thought may have changed.
Just they directly have.
And we're in a different market than 2021, right?
100%.
Completely.
We're in a bear market where money is fleeing the stock market. Things have fucking changed. I cannot be more plain about it. It's not the same play. Nothing is the same play as 2021. Not one fucking stock that you're in is the same play.
What,
You're
T,
100%
was it you?
accurate.
T, was it you the other day who said, I think it was you that said something about looking back, something to the effect of what I was talking about this morning about not allowing for dilution. Was it you that was talking about that last week?
I said
Saying
that
like,
I said that in 2021 I was against the dilution because AMC had almost $2 billion in the bank and everything was hunky dory. Right? We thought we had a chance for a second run up, but now we're 2 years down the road. We've got 600 million in cash. The last time we were about to file bankruptcy, we had 300 million in cash. We're 1.5 away from that. So this is a fucking different play, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Recognize where you're at. That's not me being mean. That's just like, if you're not in for it, that's cool. But Adam Aron is going to do what he needs to do to save the company, not save your ass. So if you want to hang in, you're probably going to be in for a longer ride, barring any catalyst that we don't know about right now.
so, and does it seem logical and acceptable that on the 15th, if we start to run, that no matter if if we had the conversion, and let's say that we do lose 90% of our number of shares, right? And just that our number of shares goes down, but our total wealth stays the same, right? The amount of cash is the same. If we start to run, I mean, understand that even if it's no matter what, if it's $7 or $70 a share, and you are looking for any type of short squeeze, then understand no matter what the number is, the compounded effect of the squeeze will be the same. You should reap the same rewards that you would have reaped had you had the same amount of shares before the reverse split. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Meaning if you're
that is correct if you ignore the dilution. Right.
But that can't happen till April 27th, correct? Post April 27th?
What was it owning the float? They agreed not to dilute within 15 days of the conversion of March 14th.
That's AMC, I believe in.
Right. If nothing changes from the current documents, Massalorian, March 14th, AMC cannot dilute till the end of the month. But now with the lawsuit, everything's up in the air.
Right.
We're not even going to know what's going to happen maybe till April 27th.
Yeah, me too. I would rather keep all my shares too, man. I bought and paid for them. I'd rather keep them. But I understand the situation we're in.
Is exactly as I agree. Is a lot of people, they see the amount of shares decrease that because they work so hard for it to get to whatever X amount. And I know some people have huge positions, whether you go to 1,500 or whether the case is that's 1,000 to 1,000, or that is my thought, 400 is one thing, right? People work so not even that many shares. Let's say you have to go to 10 shares, that's like it's catastrophic for them. So they would, for me, obviously it's a little bit so long, and the position size it really doesn't. That's pretty much what I see, and I think that at some point we had in order to make change to whether people agree upon it or not. That's why I totally believe that whatever the thing is right, however you interpret it, so forth. People are going to have their own agendas, their own feelings. Do what you feel, but I think the whole thing when Antera entered the space over, and that pretty much summed it up. It's going to be a yes. That's the one of those in my opinion, which is one of those handshake deals. Like, hey, just do this for me, I'll do this for you. But we need the shares to dilute down the road so we can stay afloat and get stressed. I think that's what that is. A lot of people are not going to like it, but I think it's, I was in it for a short squeeze in January of 2021, like 3 days. I think it's been like 3,000-4,000, bought a whole bunch of shares, like gifts. And then, and I was in it for a short squeeze for the longest time. Reality, like, hey, you know what? This is not about a short squeeze anymore. Yes, I want more so of a long-term play now. It's because anytime there's news or whatever the case may be, possible merger, just all the way down the road is one after another. And now it's like, okay, this is going to have great fundamentals. They turn the ship around after quarter. Then not only do you have a great fundamental play, a squeeze play on top of that, because the shorts are going to try to get out at $80 price, at $80 price.
We're losing
fantastic. And
we're losing a lot of your audio, OTF.
Apologies.
Yeah, it's very choppy in my ears.
All right.
I mean,
I'm making most of it, but it is choppy. Definitely.
We get the gist of what you're saying, but like
Yeah.
every seventh word is not coming through.
You have a lot. Do you have a lot of things open right now, OTF?
No. I have maybe everybody's gaming in the house might be it. LTF is you guys. Second.
All right. I don't. I was going to say I don't want to lose a lot of viewers because of bad audio, but we can't go forward with it clipping like that. Anyways, yeah, the guys, the play is changing.
Yeah, you would have thrown Max's ass right off there.
the play is changing, or it has changed, and it's about to change again. So that's what we have been saying. Everybody has some tough decisions to make. I have no crystal ball that can guarantee you anything after the reverse split and the conversion. Personally, I'm telling you, for me, I'm not worried about the reverse split, but I am concerned. I do have concerns about the dilution. Like with any dilution, I think it would be naive to not be worried about the dilution.
Let me see. Let me try this one more time. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's definitely still choppy.
Okay. The stream. I'll just head out.
Well, and we'll try it again another night, brother. Now I got you on Twitter. We'll get you on another night.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for stopping in.
Thanks, OTF, man. Have a good night. I feel bad. That sucks.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, I'm a mod on Randall's channel and Dave Marino's. Did you, Jeffrey, did you see the on Twitter what Sal, the meme lord, did to Dave Marino? It was fucking hilarious.
What did you do?
Let me see if I can pull it up. It was a joke. Hang on. Let me move my Discord down here to a screen where I'm not looking up, and I'll show you the photos. Okay. Here is the first photo. Rico said, AI generated this in the Discord, and it's absolutely fire. It's an ape holding a banana rocket with a spaceship.
I can see it.
And Dave says there's got to be an opportunity here. Dave Marino right here tags Sal, the meme lord, and says there's got to be an opportunity here. And then so Sal goes to work. He puts
Whose face is that?
That's Dave Marino's face.
Oh, is that Dave's face?
With a green dong in the background. Time to get filled.
To get filled.
And Dave Marino says, wait, I didn't see that coming. Well, I didn't see that coming. And Rico's like,
Oh man,
I
that's
love
a
these
good one.
guys.
I like that.
And Dave was a good sport about that, which I appreciate. But there's a YouTube channel where people send him photos and like, can you take the person in the background and get rid of them? And this guy like he makes the photo edits funny based on what they say. He completely changes it up. Anyways, this reminded me of that. I wish I remembered that guy's YouTube channel name. But that I was just cracking up over that shit.
That's funny. That's funny. What happened? Did Inst Trades he stopped doing live streams or YouTube? Inst Trades?
I guess you scared him off, Massalorian. Didn't you make a video about him?
No, it wasn't me. I didn't scare anybody off. No, I was just joking around. With some of his live stream commentary was hilarious, man.
You know what I loved about Ants Trades?
What?
His name was Anthony, and he was Italian.
Yeah, just like you.
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
what is not to love?
There's a lot of you wops in this movement.
Wops United. I'm part of the Wops United movement. I was rooting for the guy. But I mean, it is.
Yeah, I was too, man.
It is.
Yeah,
You can't just look at the SPY and say the SPY does not care about economic news, or the AMC does not care about a lawsuit, or what is going on in the markets in general. You can't just ignore la 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 la. I found a pattern from 2 years ago, and I'm going to paste it over, and it's a guarantee. I've never been wrong. Fuck you. Hold my nuts. You can't do that.
No.
You just can't. And I know I make the algo people angry. Guys, I believe in algos. Everything in the market is run by algos, but it is not a copy and paste from 2 years ago. It's a daily iteration, daily changes, thousands or tens of thousands of inputs, including economic news. So he was destined to fail, unfortunately. I think that was the point of your video that you never made, Massalorian.
The just a little humility can go a long way. Why is he gone now forever?
I mean, because he guaranteed that he was going to be right on January 31st, and then he kept on having to push out the date. And like so many before him, you can only be wrong so many times before you just got to give up. When he finds another pattern that matches, I'm sure he'll be back.
Be back doing the dailies.
And that's not I'm not trying to dig on him. He's young and he's not experienced, and I'm happy to work with him and help him understand how algos work. But nobody wants to talk to me because I don't agree with them. I don't believe that algos are programmed to repeat.
Right. And all the other conditions that we were missing at the time when he is proclaiming that we are squeezing, that this is it. You know, all-time highs, new all-time highs this week. You know, it's just very, very presumptuous. And for a guy walking off the street, look, I just, $10,000 a week is, you know, it can go to your head, right? And I'm sure it did. But, you know, unfortunately, that's sometimes how these things crash and burn, right? I mean, we've lost, but Lou is back, thankfully. That's the good thing. He's back to doing 4 or 5 AMC videos a day. He's relentless, man. He doesn't give up, huh? I appreciate that guy. He's fucking relentless.
He's got that Tesla payment to make, Massalorian.
That's right. That's right. And the new car.
I mean, some of us really should take a lesson from Lou. Just have no morals, no ethics. Just pump out 10 videos a day and say what the people want to hear. The guy's fucking killing it on income.
Yeah. He was bitching about FTDs today.
He's got the YouTube shit down. I mean, if I had no morals and no ethics, I'd just copy him and do the same thing. It's so easy to do. Just turn on your phone and spit a bunch of verbal diarrhea onto the camera, exactly what people want to hear, they'll be coming back for every single video. But I'd rather go the route of being the most hated and have ethics and be able to come back and never delete, everything on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's coming around for round 2, which is just the unmistakable mark of a true con. He just can't let it go, right? Until he sucked every ounce of strength out of you. What a motherfucker. I don't know. He said he's going to clean up COSM and GTII after AMC wraps up next week, which I thought was interesting.
Jeffrey says Lou does 10 videos in 1 to 2 hours. I'm happy to say I don't watch his channel. Every now and then, if I have a free moment, I'll check in and look at his thumbnails to see if anything tempts me. But I have no idea how many videos he does in a day. I do hope if he's not in jail from the SEC, I do hope to meet him for a pineapple pizza one day, though.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I respect.
So I can take the box and smash it over his head.
No, I mean, I respect his game. I respect his game as a YouTuber. He's got the fucking shit figured out. But
100%.
ethically, I can't condone what he's doing ethically.
No, I appreciate the hustle, but yeah. And me and Steve talked about this since I think we like, all right, listen, no matter what, whatever we do going forward, don't give in to the nonsense. Just stay true to the course.
It's funny. He got really scared, and he got
Oh,
scared when
never end.
Zach and the boys got arrested, and he deleted everything. And he's like, "Fuck it, I need money worse than I need to be worried about jail."
Okay, on the other coming out. I know.
Andrew says, "I miss Jay.
Jay doesn't have
Ingram
his
and the
channel up
cats."
anymore. Jay
What
Ingram?
happened to Jay Ingram? He was one of the best Lou parroters out there. Whatever Lou said, just give it 2 hours, and Jay will have his cat say it.
Yeah. Regurgitating it. Yep.
I didn't need to watch Lou. I would just watch Jay to see what his cat said. All right, now I know what Lou said.
I know where Lou got his info from.
No, Jay got his info from Lou.
You expect my first paycheck as a mod. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say the other way around? Sorry.
Yeah. Jay does seem like a nice
thought
guy.
he thought yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course.
I think he was just brainwashed. I mean, he actually believed Lou. Either that or he's like his uncle or something. Who could fucking believe that shit?
Oh no, he believed Lou, I think. Truly.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Lou is, as far as being able to con someone and pull the wool over someone's eyes, I mean, he's amazing. Just how he can skirt around everything. You can never nail him down to get a specific answer on anything. It's all hearsay and on the street and behind the door and the end of the day and the bottom rung and every cliche out there. But that's how true cons operate, right? It's all smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors.
Someone wants to know my opinion on Atlas Motors. I just added them to my watch list. I don't know that I know enough about Atlas Motors, Tim, to comment. I'm sorry. I just created a watch list of every single EV company, and my intention this year is to start providing coverage on all of them. The ones that are obvious failures or too early, I won't do coverage on. Atlas Motors is on the list. I don't know where they're going to fall, like if I'll start doing coverage on them or not. I've covered Tesla. I've covered Polestar, talked about NIO. Talked a little bit about Rivian and Lucid. They have their own issues right now. And then the next one that I'm currently working on is Hyliion. And then we'll get into the rest. Like, just bear in mind, like, every day that some shit happens in AMC and you guys want to know about that, that is preventing me from talking about other companies. I would love to talk about other companies, but I don't do half-ass research. My research takes
Trader.
days or weeks. Trader what?
Like TRAITOR. Trader.
Talking about
Talk
Lou?
about other stocks.
Oh. I'm not a I'm
No,
not
no,
a
no. I'm joking.
I'm
If you talk about other
yeah, you
stocks.
know, I'm not a one ticker channel. Not by any
trick
stretch,
pony.
but
That's
I
right.
cover what you guys are asking about. The majority of the comments in lives or Discord is what I end up spending my time on, because if many of you have the same questions, it's easier for me to make a video on it than to answer the same question 1,000 times. And that I think is the first question that I got about Atlas. So they're on my list, but I don't foresee looking deeply into them anytime soon, unless more people start asking about it. Any info on the AMC court today? Not that I know of, Hector, but I didn't spend a lot of time checking on it. I looked for 5 seconds. I don't know, Jeffrey. I don't know about Atlas. Haven't really looked into them. I just added them to a watch list. That's all. Can I research United Healthcare? If enough people want to know about it, Mr. Cashman, I can. Can I make a video on Meagle? Is that Meagle or MGOL? Crifty Nipto says, I love that someone called out Citadel. Who called out Citadel? What did I miss? Do you know what he's talking about, Mass?
No. I'm looking at Jeffrey's ticker here. This says here they have developed some technology, battery charging technology, to do a full 100% charge in 15 minutes or less from battery packs of 500 miles.
15 minutes or less. That sounds a little bit of a stretch.
That's what I would say, but that's what the website here is claiming.
Mass, did you see Yuka sent you a super chat to make him a mod?
Yuka, you don't have to send me a super chat, bro. I made you a mod already. I saw that Pam told me how to do it. I already made you one. You should be on there. It says moderator. What is it? What's the word, Tony? Next to moderator, moderator something. Contributor or whatever it is.
You can
I
add
did it.
as a managing moderator or add as a standard moderator.
That's it. Managing moderator. That's the only option I could see. So that's what I gave you.
I don't even know what a
You got it.
managing moderator does.
I have no idea. But you are it now, Yuka. Enjoy. How about it?
What's up, Kevin? Free for it all. Hey, Kevin, what tickers are you looking into going into next week, guys? Check out Kevin. Free from it all is his channel. Kevin, I did post your a link to your channel in my Discord today. But give us your big plays for next week that you're looking at. Kevin is another momentum trader, sometimes a short trader, depending on what the play is. I respect that. And I think he's got a pretty good.
Can't be bullshit every.
I think he's got a pretty good cynical attitude of sniffing out bullshit. In companies and CEOs. I mean, it's a developed art, right, Kevin? Not all of us came into the stock market being able to sniff out bullshit, but many of us have developed a sixth sense for it. Not everybody. I want to help you guys develop that sense for sniffing out bullshit in these CEOs and these companies. Anya says, instead of us asking you about stocks, why don't you select a stock we should investigate? Anya, most of the ones that I'm playing, most of the ones that I'm investing in, I'm either posting them in the Discord, occasionally talking about them in live streams. But right now, Anya, a lot of these speculative stocks is not the time to be buying these. Unless you're day trading. I have talked about many blue chip stocks that I'm buying, either buying or looking at. I've put up charts about them. And that is my honest recommendation for you guys. I say this every single week. You should be looking right now in a down market for top-notch, profitable, long-term, positive EPS companies that are getting beaten down on bad earnings or bad news in the market and buying them. You're not going to get rich overnight. You're not going to double your money in 2 days, but your risk is minimized by buying these blue chip companies. That is what you should be putting the bulk of your portfolio in a year like this. And then take a little bit and do the side plays. You always want your side chick. I am not ever going to be a channel telling you to YOLO your entire bullshit into some penny stock. This is not a channel for that. You're going to blow up your account. It's just a matter of time. Kevin says he was shorting SI, yes, and shorted SBNY. A lot of shorting going on over there. Kevin shorting coin. Went long on TENX. All right. Go check him out for ideas, guys, on some momentum plays. As soon as I plan, my intention is after we get past this vote, that I will plan on doing some more live streams. It's just literally not worth it for me to be live all day right now with the with the horrible stock market that we've had lately. And I know that if I go live, instead of being able to do my trades and find plays that are actually working, I'm going to get stuck for 7 hours with people wanting to know what I think about AMC. That is just not a productive use of my time when we're trading at $5 or $6. What's going on with the vote? What should we do? I get it. You want to know, and that's why we come on in the evenings to talk about that. But in the day, I'm watching the fucking market and looking for things to trade, looking for opportunities. And if I came live right now before this vote, there'd be too many people wanting to know about AMC. And there's 8,000 stocks out there. Once the vote is behind us and we can minimize people wanting to ask questions about that or troll me on it or send me hate, we'll get more back into the daily live streams and some of these other plays. It is really, really distracting to try and day trade while you're also trying to be entertaining, read comments, answer questions, watch 20 charts. So I'll beg your forgiveness, but it's tough to trade. It's tough to day trade consistently, profitably in a bear market. You got to really be on top of shit. So I would rather do it on my own and share thoughts in the Discord for people that actually support the channel and are not trying to troll it. What do you think, Massalorian? When are you going to start day trading, live streaming?
As soon as we get caught up on these bills here that we had to get caught up on, right? I had to make sure I didn't get too far behind. I didn't want to be getting a bunch of debt right now, and I don't want to touch my portfolio at all because I'm so down right now. So, but I just got everything back looking good. Like I finally have a little bit of dry powder to work with again. It's been a couple months since I've had some dry powder, so it feels good. Plus, I know that in the next couple of weeks, I'll have put away enough money where if there is some good story to go cover, I can get to wherever it is in the country. Like I'm hoping to be able to come down and cover some things in Texas this summer. A couple things I was looking at the other day. I'm like, oh, I got to go do that. And Tony's right there. I forget what it was, but something that's coming up in the summer. I can't remember where it's, but it's outside of Austin. But yeah, so I'm ready. Yeah, I'm gonna. Don't worry. I'm gonna.
Kevin, thank you for the $5, my friend. Yeah, it is unfortunate, Kevin, that many people don't listen to my channel and they make a lot of assumptions about what I say, or I don't know. I don't have time for negativity. My channel is not about bringing anybody down, calling them out, and the people that do that, I just don't acknowledge them. They're not worth my time. We're all here for one reason, to hold each other up and to figure out ways to make money. People that want to waste their time on negativity and calling people out, there's no space in my life for those people. But I appreciate you. Kevin and I, Massalorian, famously I think he was really mad at me a year ago because maybe I shared some DD on a ticker that he really liked.
Uh-oh.
And it didn't confirm what he thought. And many people get mad at me for that. But Kevin was able to realize, I think after time, that I do have good intentions for the general audience out there. And not everybody's
I've been telling people that for years.
not everybody's going to like what I say. I get it. I'm okay with that. But Kevin, I appreciate you. And I've always appreciated everything you've done, Kevin. If I ever commented anything different than your opinion, it was only to try and help.
You see Gus's comment, T?
About
Teddy Zane's video?
Gus. I'm looking. Juicy, thank you, amigo. Where you been, Juicy?
Thank you, Juicy.
Where is Gus? Gus.
Should be at the top of the... Yeah.
Did you watch the video that Teddy Zane made? I did, Gus, and I've commented back. The float on 10X is somewhere between 8.5 and 10 million, not 2 million. There is no lockup on the shares. There is a leak up or a leak out agreement. So, and that was since February 7th. So I'm pretty sure all of those shares from the February 7th offering are now in the float. Every tool that I have, Gus, is saying that the float is somewhere between 8.5 to 10 million, not 2 million. And yeah, I already reached out to Teddy on that. Kevin says, I wasn't mad. Random strangers blew it out of proportion. We didn't agree on a play. I banked. You didn't lose money. Yeah. Kevin, I never hold anything against someone until they make it personal. Once you start attacking me, you're just banned from my life. So I don't even remember Kevin, but we were able to overcome and move forward. So I appreciate that. It's, Kevin, the people that never give it up, they can't ever just like say, I'm just going to stop being negative. That's the people I don't have time for. Crifty Nipto says, sorry, I was wrong. Citadel wasn't a butcher of Wall Street. It was lottery stocks. Yeah, lottery stocks. I'm gonna do the nice thing and say, bless his heart, lottery stocks, and not comment anymore. Bless his heart. Saltmaker says MGOL is good. IPO January 13th. Public float is 1.5 million. And the rest of the float is locked by insiders. All right, MGOL. Let me pull it up here. Kevin, free from it all. I think, more than you know it, my friend, you and I have a lot in common. One day, if we ever get to chat. Holy smokes. MGOL IPO'd at 16 bucks, currently trading at $1.40. All right. I'm going to leave it up on my screen here and I'll check into it another day when we're not live streaming. That's not the type of chart I'm looking for. Something that has been run down from $16 down to $1.50. But I'm sure there's a story here that I need to look into. Guys, I already got enough risky plays. I'm not looking to add them a bunch more. But if you want my opinion on it, I'll spend a few minutes looking into it. I added up the float from 10x and came up with the 10.9 million based on filings. Webull is saying 8.5 or something like that, but that is not what I'm coming up with. But as we know, often the brokers don't have the most up-to-date number. This is an unfortunate fact of when dilution is happening, the brokers don't always show you the correct free float. I'm going to keep on harping on this as much as people hate me saying it. So I'll just say right now, the free float on 10x is somewhere between 8.5 and 10.9 million. But if I had to put my money on a number, I'd say 10.9, like Kevin. Scarlett. I just heard her walk in the door.
She's just getting home from work?
She was babysitting some friend's kid or something.
Anya says, keep averaging down on AMC and Ape opinion, please. I think I was telling.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you first.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna trying to pick up some more Ape this week. I'm hoping to, at least. I'm looking for a good place to get in.
I'm gonna say what I said earlier a couple hours ago. Right now, I am not doing anything because there's a lot of risk with the dilution and the lawsuit. Which one do you pick? I don't know. There's lawsuit risk. There's dilution risk. I've got plenty of exposure to both AMC and Ape. I am not making any additions, no changes. But I'm just going to say, if the vote goes through and it's a yes, and there's dilution, and if the price gets dropped from that dilution, and you had never heard of AMC before, that might be a good time to add some AMC. You know what I'm saying? To get a fresh start on the ground floor of a company that is in a recovery play. Some of you that are in it at 40, 50, 60 bucks, you're not going to like that story. But I'm just saying, to a random person who has never bought into AMC, if it were to drop as they're diluting to improve the balance sheet in a recovering play, that might be a good time to buy.
Yeah, I want to make sure if the vote does go through that, at least I am able to have a couple extra shares. It's a little bit of dry powder I do have now, and that's speculation for me, and that's risky. That's money I'm okay with risking at this point in time, right? Not telling anyone to do with their money.
Gus says he's saving his dry powder for whatever happens with AMC. That is the corollary to what I was just saying, Gus. Like, if I'm doing anything right now, if I'm worried about the risk of dilution dropping the price, I am saving dry powder just in case shit. Do you know what I'm saying? If you really like this company and you decide you're not going to make any moves before the vote. Again, I'm not giving any instructions. Everything is your choice, guys. But if you decide you're not making any moves and you've got dry powder, I would wait and see if the worst happens, because you might have an opportunity to really average down your shares while the company is improving the balance sheet. That will suck for everyone who doesn't have the cash to average down, because if a dilution happens and the price goes down, it's not going to be pretty. There's going to be people upset. I get it. I totally get it. I don't know what is going to happen. I'm just talking through scenarios with you because you guys are asking the questions.
Free from it all. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, we're just trying to talk this thing through, right? I mean, next couple of days are going to be pretty strenuous, I think. It just sucks that, the thing with this is it's not good for everyone. This is not good for, actually, I would say maybe a majority of the people, and why we are having all this divisiveness, which sucks, right? It's hard
because everybody bought in at different prices.
Yeah.
Depending on where you bought in, it's either you're like a don't care or you're really, really pissed. I get it. 100%.
I know. Yeah, I guess the one positive I keep coming back to is that the company seems to continue to move in the right direction. And as long as there's that sliver of that they're going in the right direction, I can still say, all right, I'm not that concerned about losing my money, right? As long as I can afford to keep it tied up right now, then I'll wait to see how this plays out. But I don't feel like there's a ton of pressure.
We are not reverse
because
splitting.
I did,
we're not reverse splitting and doing dilution because we are on the doorstep of bankruptcy, right? We're not quite there yet. This management team is getting ahead of it. They know they're going to be losing some money for the next few quarters. That's no secret. But they're not out of cash. The industry's growing. The box office is growing. They have multiple new revenue streams. Things are positive at the moment, but they got to be cautious, and they got to be good stewards of the cash they have, and they got to plan for contingencies. So they must dilute. That's it's not even an option in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great for retail. I get it. I fucking get it. Dilution is never good, especially when you're not turning a profit, but that is the situation. So I don't know what to tell you. That's the situation. We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Dr. D says these guys are wasting our brains. I agree, Dr. D. They are.
Kevin says, why is APE so low? Litigation risk. To me right now, the further APE and AMC get, the smarter it looks to buy APE right now. But everyone that's asking me that, and I get a lot of questions every day, should I buy APE? It's so cheap. You cannot ignore the litigation risk. So I cannot tell you to buy APE, and I certainly cannot tell you to sell all your AMC and buy APE. I am not doing jack shit, except I was already buying APE when it was $1 or cheaper. I'm done. There's a litigation risk on the table now that we didn't know about back then. You got to factor that in your own personal equation. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I personally think, just my non-legal opinion, non-attorney opinion, that the lawsuit is horseshit. But I don't know that I'm right. We'll find out. Tony's still shilling. All right, my friend. You're gone.
Tony's still shilling.
Massalorian, I think he's on your channel. Journey to the Center of the Universe. Can you block him? I'm going to block him from Restream.
Is he?
I'm just tired of fucking dickheads.
Yeah. What do I have to go into the studio for that?
I mean,
do that?
No, just go to your comments in your channel and hit block. I don't got time for fucking 2-inch dick motherfuckers. He's blocked from Restream. Thank you. Pam already took care of it. Thank you. Like these people,
Okay.
these
Thanks, Pam.
people have
She knows
literally
I'm lost.
never listened to me and call me a shill. Go fuck your mother. There's a reason I'm hated by both sides. And it's not because I fucked your mother. But I did. All right, moving on. Someone says, when is Galaxy getting blocked? I haven't seen Galaxy's comments. Give me something, Galaxy. What you got? What's your best shot, Galaxy? Let's boot some motherfuckers tonight, Massalorian. Let's see. Oh, here he is. Galaxy Pizza Dream.
I'm trying to find some good news about the banks.
Galaxy Pizza Dream says, here's a free play for you guys. I had a bad day in the market, and well, that doesn't look so bad. He's talking about NVIDIA. What did I miss? Just let this be a hard lesson. If this reverse split screws this, if this is your last play, you'll convince yourself the market is a scam. Well, I mean, he's telling the truth there. That's not a shill comment. Saying me sharing facts with you guys is not me being a shill. Galaxy is trying to give you his cautions, and there could be some truth in that. That is not being a shill, guys. I mean, some of us could be wrong on some things. By some of us, I mean everybody on YouTube, everybody on Twitter, everybody with the most optimistic outcome. You have to accept that those are possibilities. We can't just block everybody for giving you an alternate version. It's when they're fucking dickheads about it that they're gone.
You want to hear something interesting?
Yes.
So the CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, Becker, the San Francisco Fed guy who just resigned, company, is on the million worth of companies.
I can't. You're breaking up too much
on February
now.
27th.
You're breaking up. Shit. You're breaking up. It was getting as bad as it used to be a couple weeks ago.
Is this better?
Yes.
Any
at
better?
the moment, yeah.
So the CEO of Silicon Valley Bank, Greg Becker, the guy who is on the San Francisco Fed board that just got fired, last week sold $3.6 million worth of company stock.
That's what I was
2
telling
weeks
you.
before the company failed.
In January, at the end of January, he sold a bunch of company stock.
These guys are just
fucking criminals, crooks.
such scumbags. Some of
He
them.
knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, it really is.
He fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Never trust any
like
CEO.
that should be a fucking crime.
It probably will be.
Yeah.
It probably will be. If enough people lose their money, enough of these big players, he's going to get a SEC investigation for that. I'll fucking insist that he does. The whole 1,000 people that watch my channel. We're going to make a difference, Massalorian. Someone said, Tony,
yeah, right.
Tony, you should not cover TRKA and tell people the truth about the float because you're going to tank the stock. I'm like, dude, do you realize it's trading like 90 million shares today and like 700 people watch my videos? I'm pretty sure I had no impact.
Like, yeah, wouldn't be dropping a bucket, right? Seriously. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have no impact on anything, guys. I'm just here for the few people who want the truth. Most people don't like my channel because they want the hopium bullshit. All the people that wanted to buy TRKA, they were certainly not watching my video, but they got wrecked today.
I wonder why Johnny Boy was so upset tonight. Do you know what was up?
Who is that?
Wick sniping.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch his channel.
He was on the warpath tonight. I don't know why.
I don't know. I wish him well.
Free from It All says that you got 217 people here talking about one effing stock on a Friday night. I think you gotta give yourself some credit. Yeah, right. We're the two losers that are on here.
We're probably like the only fucking people on a Friday night talking about stonks.
I know. With 2 days of trading not ahead of us.
Friday night, though, just to be real, Friday night this is not serious bullshit. This is the weekend. We're easing into the weekend. We're having a little fun. We're telling some war stories about whatever happened during the week. This is not some serious shit. This is just having fun. You really want to see me boring? Tune into me during the day during the week when I'm actually trying to concentrate and make money. This is my opportunity to actually be human a little bit. I am so fucking boring during the day.
T, I don't know how long you were planning on staying on for, but I gotta get back.
I think I'm about done.
I'm gonna try to get that video finished tonight because I gotta.
My cigar's out, my vape is out of battery, and my wife just got home from babysitting whoever the fuck she's babysitting. So it's probably a good time to end it. It's midnight here, a little bit after.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Should we call it a night? Kevin says money never sleeps. Question: are you using StreamYard or what are you using to? This is Restream. There's a free version, Kevin, but you get the logo of the company in your stream, and you can't put your logo and a bunch of other shit on there. But there is a free version. I don't know how much does the pro version cost, Massalorian? $50 a month or
like
something?
$50 a month. Yeah.
I would say if you want to test it out, just try the free version. Where is my fucking logo? Should be a logo, right?
I don't see it. Yeah, you should have it up.
It used to be right up here somewhere. Settings. Anyways,
I guess the right-hand corner, right?
Yeah, it should be in the right-hand corner. Man, I forgot about that. Haven't seen it in a long time. Brand settings.
I think this side-by-side looks so much better to you.
Oh, there it is. I unclicked it.
There it is.
So if you have the pro version, you can put your own logo. If you have the free version, it'll say Restream right up here. Anyways, this is a very easy way to invite guests, much easier than Streamlabs or StreamYard or any of those other ones that, in my experience, but my experience is not extensive. So I'm all about keeping it simple. I can email someone a link. That's it. Create the stream, email a link. You can do it a week in advance. You're done.
Sometimes that doesn't even work.
No, that's user error.
That's true. It's true.
We got all these fancy ways of showing the screen. Look at that, Massalorian. Look at the little boy down in the corner.
I'm a tiny little man.
Now I'm the little man. Just so many different options of ways you can do this. I love it. We could play some music. Have you tried the free music, Massalorian?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't done too much craziness in Restream. But I did see they have that option now.
Do that.
Okay. I don't know if music would be good during the live stream.
You got to keep it really low. I mean, sometimes I'm just keep it as a little bit of ambient type music just to fill the voids in the talking.
Yeah, like that sounds good right there.
Let's see what else they got. Puts on some. Yuka says that sounds like porn music.
It did sound like some 70s porn rock.
Let's see what this is. Chill hop. No, that's already putting me to sleep. The fuck is that? All the music is very chill. It's called chill, down tempo, lounge, lo-fi. They may as well just have one that says "Put me to sleep."
What are you under? Add source?
Yeah. Let's see what the hip hop music is. This is like totally not my style though.
No.
This is like Ants Trade style. Fuck yeah!
It's true.
Hold my balls. Max it down. Honey, we're gonna be rich. No dates. Mustard. No dates.
No dates.
Gonna be rich. To the moon. Spies. Foolish. Discord's closed.
Bullish as fuck.
Bullish
Bullish
as
as
fuck.
fuck.
Rant sucks. Fuck you, Rico.
Is Morant still talking about GameStop, or is he just completely AMC now? Morant.
I don't know. I don't watch that channel.
Oh boy.
All right, that's enough. That got me going at hip hop. Let's go back to something where I can get back into character. I need to be nice, Massalorian.
Are you are you gonna stay on T for longer, or what are you gonna do?
No. You know what Patrick Swayze taught me back in the day
What?
when we were growing up in acting school? He said, "Tony, I want to tell you one thing, Tony. You got to be nice until it's time to not be nice."
It's good advice.
It's advice that I've lived by ever since.
Yep, and you practice what you preach. Someone gets in your way, exit quickly.
If you can tell me what fucking movie that quote was from, I will drink a shot. You got 30 seconds.
Quote?
30 seconds. You got to be nice until it's time to not be nice. 30. Counting down right now. Patrick Swayze. Don't fucking Google it. You either know it or you don't know it. If you Google
Is it from Roadhouse?
fuck you, Massalorian.
Took a wild stab in the dark there.
Son of a bitch.
What kind of whiskey is that again? Are you drinking?
It's some cheap ass scotch.
It's better than root
This
beer
is,
schnapps, I can promise you that.
It's a blended Scotch whiskey, product of Scotland, aged 6 months. I'm just teasing. I don't know how. It's aged
6
in,
months.
aged in bourbon barrels. It's a Massalorian. There's a blend of 20 different whiskeys. What kind of shit is this?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
It's definitely not a single malt. This is why
No.
it's cheap. But like I said, guys, if it's a rough week in the market, I downgrade my life for that week. Next week, if the market is beautiful and we have a good runner, I'll go buy some Johnny Walker Black Label or some Lagavulin or whatever the fuck, $50, $60, $80 bottle. I don't care. But in a week where I feel like I got beat down, I'm gonna adjust my lifestyle. That's just how I roll. Scarlett says, Tony, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank. You're always going to act like you're poor. That's how you get fucking rich, baby. Always act like you're poor.
Yeah.
All right, Massalorian, and all you who guessed Roadhouse.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, bitches. Fuck the haters. fuck the hedge funds.
What are you drinking at? Das Boot? Das Boot.
This is a real leather boot. This is real leather.
Is it really?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's
Look
cool.
at that. Look at that handcrafted detail.
That's pretty sick. That's not really handcrafted, is it?
Yes.
Wow, that's nice.
Look, even
That's
the
really
fucking heel. has
Wow, where'd you get that
detail on it.
from? Where'd you find that?
I think I got it on Etsy. Hecho en Mexico.
That's cool. That's badass. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a shot glass in here, but
Yeah.
the whole boot,
Yeah.
this is real leather. just like a real fucking boot.
That is a great. Yeah, it's a great little shot glass. Hell yeah. Hells
All right.
yeah.
Massalorian, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah,
thank
T.
you.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thanks to the mods.
Thanks for putting up with our bullshit and our honesty, and fuck everybody who calls us shill or paid. Fuck you if you say we're paid by Adam Aron. Fuck you if you say we are paid by a hedge fund. As long as I get that equally, then I know I'm doing something right. And I really don't care what all those nincompoops say. Honestly, I don't care.
That's right.
It helps me know that I'm keeping it centered. So, Massalorian, thank you for your time tonight. Let me slow down my talking because I can't talk quick after I just fucking drank a shot.
Drank a shot? Yeah. Anytime, T. You know. Man.
Owning the float. Thank you for trying to come on, Steven. Thank you for coming on. And so tomorrow, my goal is to do an update on whatever news we get on the banking situation, and then we'll see.
Talk about popcorn.
You know, yeah, talk about pop. Oh, I got all the popcorn. I want to get Scarlett. You want to do a popcorn taste test tomorrow? Look what we got here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful bounty of popcorn. La 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 la. Look at this. She said, I see it. It's cool. No, I need a better reaction than that. Anyways, we'll see about doing a blind taste test tomorrow. I'll let y'all know.
Okay. All right.
Peace out, guys. Have a good night. We love you. Keep it positive.
Yeah, love you guys. Have a good night.
Keep positive. Stop the hate. And have a good night. What's a good Star Trek saying? Live long and prosper.
May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Love you guys.
There you go.
We will
guys.
see you on the next video.